All right.
Let's just recap.
We are
There
live
Okay.
with episode 29. Olivia, please. A recap.
All right. It does not want to load on this, so we're doing this old-fashioned way. Okay. Session 28 on the 11th of December. The party stands in the aftermath of a battle with the goblins and the Jabberwocky after losing Cal to the beast. It is evident that Juniper, the owlbear, recently gave birth. Ember, who has not dropped her bear shape, even during their short rest, picks up the scent and starts bumbling off in that direction. The party follows for about 2 hours until they get close enough to the tree where Will is. On the way back, Ember drops her wild shape. She has a conversation with Bella about her being small for a pixie. Small for a fairy, and she explains that she's actually half pixie. But she also makes a comment about how at least she can fly. And Ember very abruptly goes back into her wild shape and huffs. The rest of the party explains to Terwant that the fairy is Ember, and Terwant, having only seen the fairy for a few seconds during that interaction, questions whether Ember is a fairy or that is sometimes a bear, or if she is a bear that is sometimes a fairy. We arrive at Will's tree and return Bella to him and explain what happened. He thanks us by telling us that there is a unicorn at the Wayward Pool that can give us information about Scabatha. The children give the party unicorn suits, which they explain is the only way in. Cypher says he's going to take Juniper the rest of the way to her cubs separately so that we can go work on that. Valgrim goes to talk to Will privately about the blade he has. When he reveals that it is related to Sue, Will wants no part in it, and hands over the blade, the part of the sword that he had. When Valgrim brings the two parts together, they resonate with a perceptible voice that seems to say, "Kill all dragons." The group takes a long rest at the tree. Juniper, Kriv, Cypher, and Ember sleep at the foot of the tree. In the night, while taking their third watch, Ember hears Lottie's voice in her head telling her to come into the woods and not to tell anybody. Excited about seeing her lost friend again, she follows and disappears into the tree line. Astaroth notices, and Valgrim wakes up Cypher and Kriv to go check it out. Ember Ember listens to Lottie and hides from her friends because she says that they can't see them. And in order to find them, Kriv takes a potion that allows him to send a group of squirrels to help track them down. Lottie draws Ember away, and once they are far enough, she tells her that she brought back Ember's wings, and she would reattach them, but it would hurt as she did so. Lottie casts Phantasmal Force and makes a pair of wings. So happy to see her friend returned, and at the thought of finally being able to fly again, she hugs Lottie and then goes to the wings. When she starts taking damage from the spell, she believes that it is simply the wings reattaching themselves, and she allows it to happen. Kriv and Cypher catch up to Lottie and Ember and see that Ember is hurt, looks weak and hurt. Lottie pulls Ember into a hug and casts Chill Touch on her, so that when Cypher tries to heal her, it doesn't do anything. He tells her to get away from Lottie, and she does turn, but she's a little bit too weak and confused to do anything. Kriv moves Lottie away from Ember, but she teleports back with a strange dagger. Ember falls unconscious. At that point, Valgrim notices... Valgrim notices that Kriv and Cypher have been gone for a while and wakes up the rest of the party. They rush into the woods looking for their friends. They hear Kriv roar. Cypher tells Kriv to get Ember away from Lottie, but he attacks Lottie in his anger instead. Cypher casts Spare the Dying on Ember, but Lottie comes back and tries to stab Ember with a strange dagger several times. The rest of the group catches up to see that Ember is not breathing anymore. Wayde, Valgrim, and Kriv continue to pursue Lottie as she tries to get away. Lottie goes invisible, but the party tracks her down using a lantern of revealing, and they kill her. Wayde doesn't want any part of the fourth death, so he's the fourth death he's seen in the party since joining them, so he heads back. Valgrim casts bonfire and Kriv collects some firewood. Lottie turns to stone. Back with Ember's body, Terwant performs the last rites on her. Wayde pulls up a log and sits down, saying he's going to wait for Sue. Maeve nods and puts her head down next to Ember. Cypher, overwhelmed by all the deaths of his friends, says he's leaving to help Juniper. He says, "I don't recognize my childhood friends anymore. This land has changed all of us." And that is where we ended our session.
Thank you, Liv, for the recap. Please take an Eric inspiration. You should probably deserve more than one, but one is all you get. And so, this is where our session starts. After the death of two of your friends, if we can call them that. One of them, at least. What do you guys do?
When Ember turned to stone and Lottie was burned, did their items in inventory go with them?
Very good question. I have a note about that. In the raging fire around Lottie's body, you can see, I don't know how long you want to get that fire going. I think you gathered some firewood to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I did.
Okay. So let's do Ember first. As Lottie's body turned to stone in the fire, you do see a few things within the fire that still seem intact. But with the fire raging, it would be quite difficult to get to them right now. As for Ember, she had one thing on her that did not burn. And it's not on your inventory. Why? It would be the insignia of claws.
That's an
Right?
excellent question. I don't know why. It's possible because I got re-uploaded at level 6.
I'm looking on D&D Beyond.
We never
Oh,
had
but-
it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, because I don't have the book. Okay, all right. So let me check something then. Around Ember's neck is a small necklace with a purple jewel in the middle. Even in our lifeless state, you see a bit of glimmer inside of that gem.
Wayde will turn to Maeve, who I guess is the only other one who's known Ember long enough, and he'll say, Do you mind if I take this to remember her by?
I don't think she'd mind. I'm not quite sure what it's used for.
Does Wade actually know what this is? Probably not. I don't know if he's seen her use it.
At first sight, well, I don't think you would see her use it because it would fuse into her body when she does.
That's right, yeah.
She would use it while she is in a wild shape. At first sight, it looks like a pretty little necklace. That's it.
He'll carefully undo the necklace and put it in his pocket, and he'll have Valgrim identify it later.
Okay. Just for inventory management, you can add insignia of claws to your inventory.
Okay.
You will not find it in D&D Beyond because I don't have the book.
Okay.
It is in Hordes of the Dragon Queen. Maybe one day.
Now I gotta figure out how to add it from the compendium browser.
Oh, I think you best at just doing a custom item.
Okay, I'll set that up then.
But I can send you a link to the item.
I've got it up already.
Kriv, Valgrim, what are you guys up to around Lottie?
I mean, after I see her
Brie.
body turn to stone, I'm gonna snuff out the fire.
Okay. So you managed to take some of the burning logs that Kriv had added to the fire and snuff them out. And on top of her body, you see it's on top of her chest. There's a crown of silver needles, just sitting there. It looks like it's handmade and made of sharp, silvery needles. I have an image. I don't think you've seen her with it.
I've taken. She used to take it out to torture that Haragon we had tied up, but someone was in the room for that. She used to put it on his head when.
I remember.
Christ.
I do vaguely remember this.
Well, I will have Astaroth grab it.
Okay, all right. Astaroth grabs it, and as Astaroth grabs it, you can hear through Astaroth's ears a woman's voice in the wind. The voice says, "The beginning of whenever, the end of ever after, the start of an age, the finale of every moment, the first in history."
Neat. I have no clue what that means. I'm tossing it in the bag of holding.
All right. You do see other things next to Lottie's.
Where's that
lifeless
dagger
body.
she tried to stab Ember with?
You saw it in her hand when she was trying to stab Lottie with Ember with it, and every time she would miss and stab the ground, there would be a slight green pulse coming from it. However, when Ember perished, so did the dagger. It disappeared in a cloud of dust in her hand. But you do see other things on Lottie's body, on and around. First off, is a key in her backpack. Her backpack has not turned to stone. Lots of the items inside did, but some of the items remain intact. A key that looks like it's made of ice. It is made of solid, clear ice that is always humid, but never truly melts. And because you all got those keys at the same time, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's Jingle Jangle's ice key. And that is something you can find on D&D Beyond. It allows you to cast a prestidigitation cantrip from it, but only to chill 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. And finally, one more thing that I think you've seen her use maybe once is a harp. It's mishappen with permanently grimy strings. And on D&D Beyond, it's called the Discordant Harp. We'll put it in the chat as well.
Is there anything else that survived the fire in there?
Let me see. One last thing. Something I believe she had, even as a kid. A signal whistle.
Yeah.
Just a simple little whistle on a rope. Oh, there's one more thing as well. Would that... you found a book. She has been collecting many items, it seems, in the Feywild. A book with a cover that is emblazoned with the trees from the Feywild. Let me know if you want to look at that.
I'll look at it later. I'll just toss it in the bag of holding for now.
All right. I think that's it. Yeah. Give me a moment. I just need to answer a DM. Yeah, the answer is until it dies or 5 minutes.
Please tell me is this about the flumph?
Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, I got it. So technically 5 minutes. Got it.
Oh.
The fire is now completely snuffed out. Kriv and Valgrim, you have looted Lottie's body. Terwant. What does the last rites look like for Ember? The last rites.
Oh, I got to pull out all the stops for those. So, I'm kneeling over Ember's body, and I pull out my trusted, well used, well oiled cat o' nine tails whip, and I take off my cloak at the shoulders and start self-flagellating in ritualistic pain sharing, I guess, in grief.
Oh, Lord, my friend, are you okay? Cypher says.
Never felt better.
Are you sure about that? That doesn't seem like it's pleasant.
It's not, but we have to give her a fair farewell, whether she was a bear or a fairy.
I assure you, she used to be a beautiful little fairy with a heart of gold. I really wonder why Lottie would do such a thing.
Is she in fairy form right now or in bear form still? I'm confused.
She would be in fairy form.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
I don't know if that was Lottie.
Well, what else would it be?
Some feral, vicious thing that would attack a friend. It might have been Lottie at some point, but from what you guys have told me, that ain't what she is supposed to be.
When you went to talk with Sue, what did you discuss?
Sue said that she
You're
would
the only one that knows now. You went with Ember.
and I shook her hand on it. Sue said that she would take Lottie's body and help her pass over, and that she would protect her from those that would come to collect. Now, she was decidedly quiet on what that meant, but I don't think this is what it was supposed to be. Either way, I shook her hand on it, and I don't hold her oath fulfilled. Those scales are still unbalanced.
You shook her hand on it. What did she offer in return?
Well, she returned Valgrim's skin color. But
Yes,
what she
looking much
offered,
better, my friend.
what she promised, what she offered, was to take care of Lottie's soul.
I don't really know what her soul looked like in the end.
You knew her better than I did. Truth be told, though, Ember wasn't part of that bargain. And if Lottie came back and whatever she was took out Ember, then that's, like I said, the scales are not balanced. And while I think directly accusing Sue of a lie would be foolish, I don't feel that she upheld her oath so far.
I do hope you can get to talk to her again, but I would be careful in the tone you use when you do.
I agree. And I don't think we're in any shape to deal with her right now, but something tells me that at some point we will. Do you have a sheet of paper that I can write a note on?
Oh, yes, of course. And he pulls out a quill and a sheet of paper, a bottle of ink.
And Wayde will write a note, a small note, and he'll put it into Ember's petrified hand. And if anyone reads the note, it says, "To Sue, I do not consider the scales to be balanced. So I ask that you let Ember pass over whole and with her wings." And then he just signs it WW.
Beautiful. Was Ember's body petrified?
Well, I didn't
don't-
have a note that it was.
I don't think so. Her body is still intact.
Yeah, I think we only rolled for.
I've
I think
rolled
we.
for everyone that died ever since we started this campaign. But some of the rolls have no effects. And sometimes I roll for a whole group of enemies at the same time. So Ember's body is intact. But your note is duly noted. Well, what do we do with their bodies now? Do we just leave them here? That doesn't seem right.
That's what I always did in the woods, but I know it's different with other people, so somehow I feel like Ember wouldn't have mind just being in the woods, but that's not my place to say.
As you say that, you see small butterflies start to go to Ember's body from different trees all around her. They start to cover her hair. She always had butterflies flying around her. You know what, my friend? I think you're right. She would have liked it here. And I will be right back.
Oh wait, that's concerning.
Us.
Poor Ember. While they are in Secrets channel, do you guys know how I can create an item that adds +1 to unarmed attacks?
Just modify your unarmed
You can
attack.
modify your you can modify your formula.
Okay, so modify my attack, not the item. Don't create an item that does that then. Okay,
It's
that
more
makes
Yeah,
sense.
so just go in armor strike, go to details, and it should be.
I was trying to create a item that would do that rather than just I can manually just do that. Then that'll be easy.
Yeah, it's a
And
lot
so
easier
on
to do
strike,
that.
mark it as magical, and you can put a
Mhm.
bonus on it, and put a 1 in the bonus, and it'll give you a +1 to it.
Yeah, I think I got. Let me see.
I'm currently trying to get my topple, slow, and my other thing coded into the game too.
I keep forgetting about vexing with my axe, and that would be absolutely great if I could remember to do that.
Currently the only way I know how to do it is have it as another activity on the item.
Yeah,
What was the best thing to do again?
gives me
Advantage.
advantage on my next attack.
Okay. So let me look and see if we can create that, something like that. Give me a second to close. So if I go to here, edit, activities, let's create a new one. That'll be utility. Activation, effect, it'd be effect. I mean, what you could do is you can have it as a chat flavor, like
That's what I'm doing. I'm adding.
I do this with topple. I have it where it does the saving, it gives you the saving throw thing, but you can also put it in the chat flavor, so you have all the information there as well on it. I'm sure there's a way to have it apply to yourself advantage when you hit them. I just don't know how to do that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I can actually, let's see. Let me look at, where is my, where is, oh shit. Interesting. I don't have reckless attack anymore. I think I can just hit.
Man, these things have been Foundry. It's great, but sometimes things just break. I feel like.
Yeah, it's just part of Foundry. There's so much information in D&D that coding all this stuff is insane.
Yeah, and then in between sessions, it can just revert back to what was previously, and they do it all over again. I do that a lot with Dimitri, or I did, and I stopped. Mostly with my Drake. There is a way to give you some advantage. I had to look at it. Maybe under effects. Under effects. Add one.
I mean, advantage hardly ever works properly. It's easier to just remember that you have advantage.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, though.
Oh, the insignia of claws does not require attunement. Just having it on my person is enough.
Man, I wish they would upgrade fucking Artificer correctly.
Yeah, what happened with the most recent one? Because I have not looked at it.
They've made some improvements, but some of the things they've changed has made it worse as well. So it's kind of really at the same spot it was before. Like, my Steel Defender has less HP in the new version than it does now, and it only has 37 now.
Why can't they just like limit the amount of spells artificers have, but they can't cast them unlimited? Because it's like they're doing it through tools.
I mean, we're already half casters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have a certain selection of spells. Not like you can cast Fireball unlimited times, but just limit the amount of spells, and you can just cast them unlimited amount of times. You don't have to worry about spell slots or any of that. That would make more sense. I was thinking for an Artificer. Do you agree or not agree?
I mean, it doesn't make sense to be able to cast spells unlimited amount of times, just in general, because that can make someone's DPS go through the fucking roof.
I mean, even as a ranger, I can only cast Hunter's Mark. It would be equal to proficiency bonus times 2 in the old one, but they took that away because they didn't want people scaling and cheesing it. But other than that, like,
The old one used a spell slot, didn't it?
so I can use spell slots, but rangers also get the ability to cast it for free a certain number of times, depending on their level.
Okay.
The problem is that competes with all of my bonus action economy too.
Yep.
Yeah, and
I'm playing the Rune Fighter. They have a lot of bonus actions.
yeah, Rune Knight. But
Rune Knight.
go looking at the Artificer ones though. You also only gain 1 infusion. now. Like you gain 1 at level 6, you gain 1 at level 10, 1 at level 14, and 1 at level 18. It's not 2 anymore. So they nerfed the amount of infusions you can learn.
I think just give
And
them double their infusions and have them use cantrips, maybe? I don't know.
Soul of
No
Artifice.
idea how to do it.
I mean,
now, the magical guidance thing, if you have... They made it where even if you don't have 6 magical items, which at level 20, you should have at least 6 magical items that you're attuned to. But instead of just the normal plus whatever magic items you have a attunement to, it's a 1d6. So you can roll a 1 and just not get it instead of where it was before. It's an automatic plus whatever attunement you have.
Yeah, the real power behind the Artificer is the amount of attunement slots you get, but that depends on what items you have.
Mm. Well, I think artificers get 4 attunement eventually. Well, most
Yeah,
people
you
have
get
only have
up
3.
to 6
Up to 6?
at level 18. You get to tune up to 6 magic items.
Okay, I changed that then. It used to be 4.
Damn.
A while
No,
back.
6.
Was it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why Soul of Artifice got nerfed, is because it used to be a plus 6 because you would have 6 magical items, but now it's just a 1d6.
Okay, so I've got magical punches, I've got a magical axe. The only thing I don't have is a magical dagger. That's my next goal to get.
Yeah, so the Steel Defender's HP technically went down, for me at least, because it doesn't add my intelligence modifier to it anymore. The AC is still the same speed. Like, the only thing it changed... Nope, that's still the same. The only thing that changed to make it better is that it uses my spell attack modifier now. So what's my spell attack? It's a plus 8, so it'll be able to hit more. But it still gets destroyed in 2 hits.
Where the heck am I at? Where'd I go?
That's the main thing I don't understand about it, is like, there's no way to upgrade it. There's no way to make its AC higher except by leveling to 15, which gets a plus 2 to AC. So it's a 17 AC, and by level 15, everything should be hitting a fucking 17 AC.
Wait, do you get to see that construction saving throw?
Yes, I do see that. I succeeded it. Haha.
Okay, that works. That's my top wall effect.
That works just fine, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Too many things are missing from D&D. It makes me sad.
That's what Pathfinder's for.
Yeah, but I want the 5e system with the customization of Pathfinder. So I don't really like Pathfinder's system too much.
I have the 2 e-books, but I've never like sat down and read them.
Oh, so you don't know about Taco?
Thaco?
Yeah.
I know about Thaco. Are they? Didn't think they were using Thaco in
In 2E? Yeah, absolutely they
2E.
did. Yep.
Huh. Now
Yep.
I'm gonna need to
Armor
read
class
that
0
then.
for full plate.
Hmm.
Why am I so heavy?
Are you playing Dimitri?
Nope. I'm at 296 right now. I wasn't that way. I wasn't that way before because I gave you that plate mail armor. And it dropped down, and then now it's all of a sudden it's like what? Oh, it's all the freaking rations I have. I have 38 pounds of rations.
Oh yeah, aren't you collecting meat?
Yeah.
Yep. But no one wants to eat it because they don't trust Kriv, I guess, with food.
I mean, I'll eat your
Or-
food. I just haven't had the need to.
I need to start like sorting it out compared to what it was used for. So I'm surely out of those delicacies from the frog people by now.
Yeah. Delicacies. All right.
Frog eggs.
Well, no, I don't want to say fly balls because it sounds weird sometimes. The balls of flies. Mastery,
well,
Nick.
There's my one natural 20 of the night.
Hopefully, we won't need it.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the
Hi-ya.
bathroom while these guys are finishing this up. So I'll be back shortly.
Mm-hmm.
And that used up a thing I did. Cool. So now I have my javelins automatically consuming ammo whenever I throw them, so I don't have to keep constantly remembering to update that.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, what's Maeve at?
Oh,
Yeah,
she's running
to
late.
do a-
School meeting.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. I was too focused on getting other stuff done because I keep forgetting about them. I have another ability you guys haven't seen yet. Or spell, I should say.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been able to use my big banger spells. Most of my spell slots were already expended by the time I started. We still haven't had the long rest.
Mm. Depending on what Lev and Brie does, we might not get another one for a while.
Yeah. Been running on fumes for 2 sessions now.
Welcome to the Feywild. Didn't we like take 3 or 4 sessions without a long rest, or even a short rest? Lottie was not happy. She used all her spells in the first session. That first session, and she had to go. Of course, all she used was um, Eldritch Blast anyway, so it's a cantrip.
Hmm.
Alien call it was a freaks. We kind of are. Does anyone have need for a great club?
What?
A great club? I don't know why I don't intend on using it. On my starting equipment. Damn, those pikes are heavy, too. They're 36 pounds each. Does anyone have need of a whip or a pike?
Nope. If I don't use my mace in melee attack, like melee form, this whole campaign, I'll be happy.
You have
I
that
guess-
crazy mace. You gotta hit somebody with it.
Yeah, we haven't even seen that mace yet.
Hello again. You have seen the
Hello.
mace, no?
Not what it can do.
We've
Oh.
seen it. We haven't
Yeah.
seen someone hit with it.
I don't even remember what it does. And I've made it. Um,
Myself, I guess.
Yeah, you're not
Okay.
important, Brie. Stay down there.
Oh,
So
Oh, mean.
as all of the butterflies flock to Ember's body, and Cypher says, "Yeah, I think she's gonna like it here, and I hope I can get those cubs back to Juniper." And he goes to Juniper, pets her, and says, "Well, I was hoping for a rest before I leave, but I guess that's all I'll get." I'll see you again, I'm sure. Does he have anything to give? Not really.
he's got a pearl under his tongue that lets him speak any language perfectly fluently.
Does he really?
I really
He
want that,
does.
though.
Because Lottie had the same thing. That's why she was the almost president of the language club.
I don't see it in his inventory.
I remember him having it. We both got one. From the carnival games.
Oh, that is, I believe, a temporary item.
Oh.
Let me verify real quick.
Kriv, are you targeting me?
Yeah, he is.
I'm wondering why there was a little icon of
Yeah,
you
I
right
was.
above me. Yeah, I guess
I
that's
was
what,
for
that's what that means.
the topple thing.
Ah, I was wondering what that meant.
Is it in your inventory, Lottie? I don't see it either. So no, I think that was a temporary item. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Dang. Over there cheating.
Cheating.
So Cypher starts to depart. If anybody else wants to tell him something.
Take care.
Perhaps we'll see each other at the pass if I can make it there.
Stay alive.
Oh, I intend to. Okay. What is everyone else doing? I remember Wayde saying he wanted to wait for 2.
No, he left a message instead.
Yes.
Probably not a good use of his time to accuse what I assume is an archfey of lying. The only thing before Wayde heads out is he's going to go over to Lottie's body, and he's just going to kneel down and just say, "Oh, I'm sorry I failed you. Tried to make sure that your soul would be taken care of, but clearly I don't know this place. I hope everything's okay now. And then he'll head back.
So you guys all got woken up during the night to go there. None of you have recuperated anything. This happened during hour 5 of the night. I assume most of you are still pretty tired. What do you
That
do?
would be correct.
I'm going
You're
right back to
about,
the tree.
300 feet away from the tree to the north. You're going to the tree? All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna change the map. Give me a moment. That's too dark. Oh, I gotta delete tokens for people that are not there. That's so sad.
Clairvoyance has an oddly specific range of 5,280 feet. Like, oh.
3 miles. 4 miles. 3.
You're going to need to remove my old token and put the new one down, because I still have the old thing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Kriv, I want to know, do you climb up as well? Everyone, I believe, has started climbing up.
I mean, if I'm the only one, I was only down there for Juniper, so yeah, I'll climb up.
Okay, all right. Put you up here with Nate. As most of you are climbing up the tree, Will asks all of you as you get up. So, what happened in the forest? We heard some screams. Was that you, dragon friend?
I am totally ignoring him and going to find a bed.
Okay.
Will Wayde will go to Will and he'll say, "There's been another death."
You guys are bad luck, huh?
Apparently so. It was Ember this time, and you were right not to trust Sue.
Yeah. She's gonna take care of the bodies, though, right?
I didn't stick around.
Probably for the best. Please, we had more guests come in. Sedra, why don't you describe your character, please?
All right. Standing and just kind of judging the general surroundings is a high elf with red hair, golden skin, and green hazel eyes, wearing very nice clothing, and holding a book under her arm. I think that's and probably looking around, but also looking at another elf.
That's your cue, Cesaré. Cesaré?
All right, the other elf she would be looking at would be an elf who appears to be just a little bit younger. Also has auburn hair, but a bit darker. Violet eyes, and is dressed like someone who has no idea what they're doing. Like, if you imagine what someone who's never stepped foot in the forest would think you would wear based off watching movies or something. Yeah, just so yeah, those are the two people.
Will kind of whispers to you, Wayde. I think they're lost. They're looking for adults and they don't not want to talk to us.
We're all lost. Wayde will turn to... Where's Valgrim?
He walked right past everybody back to his room, slammed the door, and had Astaroth stand in front of it.
So both Kriv and... So
Mhm.
Wayde is the de facto adult now because Maeve is quiet also. Wayde will, I guess, walk forward and he'll say, well, Will here says that you're lost. Is that true?
I wouldn't say that we're lost per se, but we definitely don't know where we're going.
That just sounds like lost.
You know, he does have a point there, Sedra. Are we lost?
No, dear, we're not lost. They're people, and where there are people, you're never lost.
We're
Even if
all
they
lost
have to.
here.
You're in the Feywild. You're always going to be lost in the Feywild.
I'm starting to pick up on that, and I don't enjoy it.
Well, my name is Wayde. This gentleman here is Terwant. And that's Maeve over there in the corner. And the two other gentlemen who disappeared into those cabins are Valgrim and Kriv. They'll be there the whole night. This has not been a good night for us. We just had, I guess, 1.5 deaths.
So, Terwant would like to look at the two new characters and try to use insight to see if they're in any kind of pain.
Okay, roll insight.
The two new characters, or
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh boy, the natural wonders.
Nice. There we go.
Still a pretty good modifier.
One of them looks to be in constant confusion. But as far as pain goes, they look healthy.
Fair enough. So I nod in greetings at them.
Sedra will curtsy. Sedra Elros, of Everesca.
Cesaré will mimic Sedra and do the exact same thing. And she'll go, Cesaré Elros of Everesca.
I'm
We're-
assuming you're related.
Hmm.
Yes, this is my dearest sister. We're trying. Oh my god, voice. We're trying to solve a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have to check.
I would say that we all are. Mystery of how to get back to wherever we come from.
Oh no, that's not what we're doing at all. We're doing something entirely different. You wouldn't happen to have lost something with you?
I think everyone of this group has. What about you? Terwant, have you lost something?
You mean you all misplaced a book? Every single one of you? But that just seems like bad keeping on your part.
Oh, something more for me.
2 books?
Cesaré, you can barely read. What do you mean you lost a book?
Wait, well, I didn't lose one, but didn't you? Isn't that what we're here for?
Oh.
How did you get here, by the way?
We're,
Cesaré will pull
we-
up a map, and I will show you exactly what the map looks like.
Do you have it drawn?
I love you so much.
That keeps trying to send random images because I have too many saved. Go all the way down. Thank you.
How many maps have you drawn?
Okay, here's a question.
Oh,
Using Wayde using all of his cartography skills, can he make sense of this?
You might have advantage because the cartographer is helping you.
man, that's a fucking map.
I mean, I guess it qualifies as one.
Now I want to see Dimitri's maps.
Oh
She
god.
doesn't have an eraser, so she has to keep crossing out the "you are here" dot.
It's
One day, dear, I need to teach you a wonderful spell called prestidigitation.
it's beautiful.
But
My
I'm
sister
not using it for that. Because my teacher always told me that I did not have any future when it comes to art.
Maps are a kind of art.
Is this the dragon?
Well, we didn't actually see one, but they're always read in the stories. But we heard one. It made quite a loud noise. At least Sedra says we heard one. I just thought it was thunder, but Sedra said it was a dragon, and she knows a lot more things.
Oh, there's a dragon out there, all right. Nearly killed us.
Oh. Well, they're not supposed to do that. They just guard, like, big piles of treasure, usually. And, like, keep people
dear.
locked up in towers.
You can hear growling coming from here now.
Sedra looks at her sister and actually does something with her hands. Like she just, in general, when she's talking, she seems to be very expressive. Like she tends to, but when now she seems to be doing something very specific while looking directly at her sister.
So Terwant comes up with a quill and says, do you mind if I amend that map just a little bit?
Oh, well, of course, certainly, if you could come up with a little more details. You see, these ones here, they're supposed to be trees, because we're in a forest. And then the ones down there are also trees, because there was more forest if you kept walking in the forest. And then the red thing, that's when the dragon heard the roar.
Yes, that's what I want to clarify. So Terwant takes his quill and writes "Here be dragons" right above the red dragon marker. In common. Oh, you're muted.
Cedra reads that and then also does more hand signs at her sister, which she's just telling her what that says.
She's like, thank you. That is very informative to anyone else who comes across this.
My pleasure.
Literally anybody else.
Yes.
No,
Well-
we lost. We didn't lose anything. We're trying. Well, I some decades ago, I lost my mother, and we are trying to solve a mystery, based on a book that we found. But we haven't lost anything.
So how'd you get here then?
We followed the instructions. Magic is normally a very simple thing. It usually follows rules, and it's very easy to understand. Sometimes you can experiment and test the rules, but within reason. But since we've gotten here, none of the magic has followed the rules. And it's distressing.
You know, Cedric, you're always going on about these rules. It's kind of like they say 2 + 2 is always equals 4, but somehow I keep doing 2 + 3 and getting 4. So I don't know what these rules you keep talking about are.
Listen,
You're an exception.
I ain't gonna mince words here for you. You're in the Feywild, nothing makes sense here. And Wayde's gonna open up his map case and roll it out on the table. And it is considerably better than Sedra's map. Sorry, not Sedra. It's
Cesaré, you see trees on that map.
Cesaré, yes.
Please, um,
And he's gonna say he's gonna say, this is what I cataloged in the last 72 hours. Since then, this has all changed. And if you look away and then look back at the map, suddenly everything has changed. It's no longer following what was written down originally. And he's just going to say, right now we only got one map that works, and that belongs to the dragon fellow there. And
Will says, "You have a map that works? Please be careful with that. I wouldn't want Skabata to find it and find where the tree is."
Who's this Gabatha you all keep mentioning?
Oh, Granny.
Your grandmother?
Well, no, Granny Nightshade. You're
Granny
really new here.
Poison.
We arrived, I think, 2 days ago. I hate it here. The rules, the days don't make sense. It's anyway.
You just gotta go with the flow.
No, there has to be a system to all of this. I imagine that with enough time and study, I will understand how this works and it will all make sense. But for now, it's very confusing. It's a mystery, but it will make sense.
There's only one person that knows how it works. That's Zybilna. But she's frozen.
Where can I find this Zybilna?
In her palace? And he kind of points. Wait, points in different directions. I can't really tell where she is now, but yeah, she's going to be in her palace.
You're all the first adults that we've run into since arriving here. Not even adults, vaguely humanoid creatures that we've run into since arriving here. I'm not saying that I need help, but it tends to be better not to travel alone, especially when there's dragons about. Could we tag along and help you with what you're doing, and you guys could help us with what we are trying to do?
Because we have no idea where we are. We've been walking for a few days.
No, we're not lost.
We just don't know where we are, which I thought meant lost, but Cedric told me that's 2 different things apparently.
Oh, this is going to
She's
be
lost.
great.
I'm not lost.
Oh my god.
We got a whole, I'll be honest, we got a whole bunch of silliness ahead. Apparently, we got to talk to a unicorn using a costume, so more the merrier, I guess. Can't speak for the rest of the group. That's not my job, but you'll need to talk to them in the morning. But Wayde will look at Terwant and he'll say, hey, you know what? I think we've only known each other for like 12 hours, right?
Sounds about right.
Probably less
Yeah.
than that.
You're humans, yes?
Less than that, I'd say.
You two look vaguely human. Is that what you are? We
Not,
Yeah.
not quite. No. I am an Asimar,
A what?
a celestial being.
I'll be right back. I have to go slay a big spider.
Okay.
Can you like
All right.
take those things off?
We lost our
The
DM.
wings?
Oh yeah.
We'll hold on for just a second.
Is Kriv and
Getting the
Valgrim
voice
a
down.
Are Kriv and Valgrim just asleep, or are they just
Yeah.
listening to this?
Trying to.
Hey.
It's a very good thing that Cesaré has not noticed them because you guys are normal looking enough.
I walked right past you,
Astaroth
too.
is slowly starting to glow slightly brighter more and more as you keep talking right outside of his fucking door.
Getting
Yeah,
triggered.
but
It's
Kriv
Cesaré
walked
in general
past
is
you
pretty
two.
quiet. It's actually Sedra who tends to be the one who's like actually like making any amount of real noise.
It's always difficult when you start a new character and you're like, oh shoot, okay, you gotta figure this out. How to get into the rhythm. I'm gonna fill this up
Yeah,
because
no.
this is my water bottle and I forgot I put tequila in it and I took a big
Oh,
swig because
no.
I was thirsty. And I was like, oh goodness, that was not the
Water. I'm gonna fill this up.
I accidentally sent the map. I was trying to send the revised version with the Here Be Dragons in this chat, and I sent it in the TPK chat.
I wondered what you sent in there.
It's like, oh shoot, wait a minute. Yeah, because I was gonna add I was gonna add
Terwant.
yes. Yes, Terwant. And I was like, man, why is he not popping up and why is Dex popping up? And I was like, oh goodness, this is not the correct chat. So.
Did Dimitri make some maps?
I like how making maps is a whole theme with us.
Well, for
Yeah,
Dimitri
as you
it
were
is.
talking about the map, Astaroth was gonna walk over and just kind of like put his hand on your shoulder and just shake his head no. And you stop talking about it.
All right, sorry, I'm back. I killed a spider.
How much XP did you get for it?
Yeah.
I'm now level 5.
He
Can
had
you-
5 dad XP.
Can you
5
just
XP.
if you go under the crawl space of your house, can you just grind XP that way?
Probably.
That's how
It
I
worked in
leveled
South
up.
Park.
Just kidding. I have a really hard time killing spiders. I'm that ass. I'm like I gotta like get them in a little cup and then I throw it outside. But then I'm like I don't trust the cup. I'm not sure if it's still in the cup. So the cup goes outside for a little bit until like and it stays there for like a week. And then I remember that the cup's still out there and then I get the cup.
That
Hey, the
cup
spider's
belongs
still
to
there.
spiders now.
That's basically just spider torture, no?
That is spider
No, I let
torture.
the spider out. I let the spider back out. Like the cup's down, the cup's open, the blanket, whatever.
And it goes back and it can makes a nest in it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do that because if it does, I will not sleep.
Some spider's eggs you can't see with the naked eye.
Who was next on watch for the rest of this long rest?
So,
She's never going to bring Cup back in the house now.
about the long rest, you have all done actions to interrupt your long rest. So the long rest has to be started completely over.
My bad.
Those 5 hours are basically actually, I think the
Not
rules
really.
changed. Now that I remember.
Are we going by old rules or 2024 rules?
It's 2024 rules. I just don't
Oh.
recall. I think they've changed to allow you to like keep some of that time spent. Long rest. Extended downtime, at least 8 hours. You sleep for 6 and light activity for 2. Interrupting a rest. If you roll initiative, cast a spell, take damage, 1 hour of walking or other physical exertion. If you rested at least 1 hour before the interruption, you gain a benefit of a short rest. So you would all get a short rest. But wait. You can resume a long rest immediately after an interruption. If you do so, the rest requires 1 additional hour per interruption to finish. Oh, that's much better than before.
So we technically lose like what, an extra hour for the hour we spent up?
You've all rolled initiative or dashed to get there.
Ember was the third watch, so it was like
Yeah, she was 5th hour.
probably about yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it would not be that difficult for us to just go back to sleep. Some of us don't have to
So-
sleep.
Yeah, no, some of you don't.
Lay
Okay,
down.
I'll rule it so that you will require 2 additional hours because it was a full kind of combat that you guys went through. But yeah, so instead of needing 8 hours to rest, you're gonna need 10. You're already 5 out. Well, 4 is already completed, so you still need 6 hours of rest remaining. And I believe Kriv and Valgrim are already sleeping.
Yep.
Trying to, but these doors don't. These huts don't seem to have doors on them.
No, they don't have like little drapes if you want to pull them to have some privacy, but they don't muffle
So
the
no way to
sound
block
very
the
much.
sound.
No.
How do you slam a cloth?
It's kind
Take
of
the
like when you
pole.
aggressively hang up on your iPhone. It's like the gesture is there. It's like
As
Yeah,
for
and they
Mr.
can
Azeroth is
hear it
just
on the other
voice,
side
slowly
too, right?
glowing. He's
Yeah,
just
no, they
slowly
know.
growing brighter as they keep talking outside of his room.
Okay.
What's wrong with your armor?
Oh, this is going to be great here. So, yeah. How about this? You guys can talk to the man in the armor over there. I'm gonna go close my eyes. It's been a long night.
Yeah.
Cesaré's gonna touch it to see if it's warm.
Terwant goes back to his sleeping spot in the upper branches without really saying anything to anybody.
Okay.
Wayde will crouch down next to Will though, and he'll say, "Can I trust you to keep watch tonight? We're all exhausted after this."
Yeah. Look, it sounds like you guys went through a lot. Don't worry. Little Oak will protect you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. And he'll curl up over here near this little fire, and he'll start trying to get comfortable while the two new ones speak to the construct.
Perfect. And so nobody is keeping watch other than the NPCs. Perfect.
Actually, what I was gonna say was that what Sedra was gonna say to Cesaré is, first of all, she's gonna say, "Dear, from the bottom of my heart, don't touch that. Don't touch strange things here. They're we don't know what they do. This could be
Especially since it's technically covered in blood that's been burned into it.
Any of you speak Gnomish?
Do we?
I certainly don't.
I'm looking.
Actually, wait.
No, only Valgrim
when you
does.
put Evereskin fun on your thing, did you add it as a separate thing, or did you put it as one of the languages?
I think I
Right.
added it as a separate.
Pray tell, what is Evereskin fun?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
I am now.
Well, in that case, the only other language she would know is Gnomish, because that's the only other race that Evereskins.
Oh, is this your weird twin language?
Sure.
That goes enough.
I should fix that. Yeah, because I wasn't sure how we did that. So that's the only other kind of race that they tend to deal with are gnomes.
My elective in school was goblin.
What do you guys do with Astaroth?
Well, Sedra just told me not to touch this thing. But really, I just want to see if it's hot, because maybe it's like a stove or something. Usually when things glow, it just means it's, heat's coming up. I wouldn't put my hand fully on it, just close enough to see if it's giving off any kind of warmth. And she'll be saying this in Elvish, because if she's talking to Sedra, she'll be speaking Elvish.
Yeah, no, back in Elvish, she'll just say,
I understand.
All right.
I understand too.
In the morning, we'll ask the owner of the suit of armor if we can touch it. But in the meantime, let's look for a hut. I would like you to rest for 4 hours, and then when we'll switch off, and then you'll watch.
Right. And I'll start prepping breakfast again. After 4 hours.
Okay, yes, with supervision.
Right. Okay.
You can work on your spelling or your maps.
Well, I
while
don't
you-
know what you're talking about. I can read and write just fine, Sedra. You don't need to be so demeaning.
Not at all. Not at all, dear. Well, okay.
I just need to
let's-
stare at it for at least 10 minutes, and then I can read anything. It really doesn't matter what it is.
Oh god
And-
damn it! You cast comprehend languages.
You guys figured that out so quickly.
Oh yeah.
The what?
It was the 10. It was the 10 minutes.
She can't read, but she can cast comprehend languages, and then she can read.
I am ritual caster, illusionary script, and comprehend languages. There is no reason to ever learn how to read or just look at it real hard, and she'll figure it out.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
Cedra's gonna find an empty hut and just like post the two of them up in there and just kind of she'll keep watch for 4 hours and then switch off with her sister.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna speed this through because our little oak is keeping watch along with Will. They roll a 17 on perception, plus at least 7 for little oak. All right. It is 4 hours later. Time for you to switch off with Cesaré, if you so wish.
Yes.
There are still 2 hours left to the long rest.
Well, Cesaré would, not listening to her sister, would like to try and forge around for some things to eat.
Okay. Roll a survival check, please.
It's gonna be fun. Survival's not intelligence, is it?
Wiz.
That's
Oh,
wisdom.
Thank goodness.
So does she get lost in the forest?
I don't have anything I can add to that.
The way that this whole campaign will get derailed if Cesaré gets lost, I swear to God.
Like it didn't already.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. I'm rolling with punches. Survival 11. Okay. Do you forage on the tree itself? There are plenty of things to forage on the tree.
But yeah. She'll stay on the tree as much as possible. If she can't find anything, then maybe she'll venture below.
Okay. You find a glowing, faintly green mushroom. You also find a brilliantly colored sunrise flower. They both look appetizing. And you also find some fresh plums on a few branches. As Sedra prays that you eat them.
And not have to roll a con save.
Okay, so with those, I think the plums she wouldn't test, but with the mushroom and the flower, she would probably take a small bite of both of them, wait like 10 minutes to see if she feels sick, and if she doesn't, she'd go on to prep them for a meal.
Okay. As you pluck the brilliantly colored sunrise flower, as you pluck it, it starts to shed light like a lantern around you for 8 hours. Well, you don't know how long. I don't know why I said that. But it starts to shed light around you like a torch. Do you eat it?
Yeah, she'll still take a bite out of it.
Perfect. So as you take a bite out of it, it stops emitting light. And it tastes like spicy honey.
That's pretty good. I'll definitely use that in breakfast then.
And the mushroom,
Start glowing.
as you take a bite of the mushroom, it tastes mildly nutty. And you feel a stomach. Actually, roll me a constitution saving throw, please.
Hello. 11.
You feel your stomach feel better. You have gone, you don't know how many days now, without much food, and all the reflux you had, the reflux gastrique. I don't know how to say that in English.
Acid reflux.
Your acid, if you had acid reflux, it calms it like Tums.
All right, I'll also
Good
use
as
that. So I'll use all those ingredients. So with this one, the Vandal's very vibrant, whatever. Ritual casting.
Oh, you
Prepare-
can't cast that.
I can't cast that. Oh yeah, because long rest. Wait, didn't we? I finished the long rest. Yes.
You can't have that spell.
Oh, okay. Can't have the spell.
Is what I'm saying. This is
Got it,
this is for Vandal on Thursday night. Sorry, I did not see that you had picked up that spell. That's
it.
a
It's okay.
specialty thing just for him.
Got it. Awesome. So she'll still continue prepping breakfast for everyone. Well, not everyone. Her sister and her.
It's a
Sorry,
cool spell
rude
though.
What's he do?
Well, you can put it in chat, but yeah, you're not getting it. Sorry. We can make some other things happen, but not that one.
No.
I can put a link to D&D Beyond after during the break. Okay, perfect. So you're cooking. Do you have proficiency with cooking utensils?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. I believe cooking is nature. Cooking. Tools. Cook utensils. Wisdom. Okay. So wisdom, nature. That's good. Do a nature check.
There's intelligence.
Then I am confused. Just roll a wisdom check.
Okay.
Oh, 30,
20.
20. You managed to not catch anything on fire, not set anything on fire. And after a few hours, everyone, you start waking up to a wonderful spicy honey smell coming from little... there's like a hut with a few small ovens and other things like that you can cook in. There's a wonderful smell coming from it as you all start to wake up. What did you create?
Plum, mushroom, flour dish, I guess. We'll make it some form of like porridge or something.
Porridge. All right. Who eats that porridge?
My sister.
Can I give it a little check to see if it's poisonous?
You can try and taste it.
He'll do
Otherwise, do you have detect poison and disease?
that. No, I have medicine. That's about it.
I do. At will from my
At
mace.
will.
From my
Right.
mace.
I remember.
So, am I awake now?
Yes, you are all awake now.
Okay, so I'll make my way over to the kitchen area. Where's everybody at?
In the middle, yeah.
Oh, we lost someone. I think
we
Liv.
lose. Oh no. She's still on camera.
Yeah, we left Liv.
Liv, you're gone. No, she can't hear us.
Yeah, so I'll say good morning. Are we looking for poisons this morning? How are we trusting the cooking?
Well, if you're asking, I did try the flour and the mushroom I put into it, and well, I'm still standing here, and that was at least 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So I point my very spooky and evil looking mace at the pot. I guess it was pot skillet,
Yeah.
whatever it was cooked on.
A pot.
and cast detect poison and disease at it.
Okay, give me a moment. Is Liv back?
Yeah,
Yep.
Liv's back.
All right, cool. Can you cast it into the chat in Foundry?
Yeah, I'm not sure how. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Like so this. Is it concentration? Okay. I don't think I need to place a measured template though, but
You don't need to, no.
there we go.
Okay, so you do not detect any poison in the pot in front of you. You do
Mhm.
detect a few of the mushrooms growing on the tree to be slightly poisonous.
Which one? Which mushrooms?
One of them looks like one of them looks like a it's growing in spiraling clusters.
Mm-hmm.
It's white, and it's there's a few right over here where I'm pinging.
Okay. So Terwant looks at Cesaré and says, "Did you use any of the white mushrooms?"
I don't. I just used a green one. And it had that weird effect where you feel kind of better after eating it.
Oh, we should be good to go then.
Will says, "Oh yes, those are Mire Lantern shrooms. They're very tasty. I I like eating them after eating something very spicy."
So, are you now gonna tell me what's up with the wings you keep putting on?
My wings?
Mm-hmm.
Will or
No,
You haven't seen Terwant's wings yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're like he still looks humanoid.
Got it. Not gonna
Yeah,
question anything then.
they only pop out if I use blah, blah, what's it called?
Celestial Revelation.
Celestial Revelation. There we go.
Wonderful. That
At
would do
this point,
wonders.
Sedra does walk in, like, clearly not paying any attention, and then is clearly very shocked that there's more than just her sister in this room. Sorry, darling.
Mhm.
Did we not listen to the stay in the tree talk and maybe get whatever. I'm starving.
Sedra, this is all a tree. It's kind of hard to leave the tree.
Oh, you got it from the tree. Oh, okay. I was confused. Okay, sorry. All right. But you and fire tends to be it stresses me out.
Well, don't worry. I've not actually hit anyone with it since 2 weeks ago. So, and that was an accident. So I haven't had any fire accidents since then.
Sedra looks like she's like recalling all of the conversations and the payouts and the cleanup she had to do for that, and she is just like
I casted fireball in the kitchen while trying to make a cake.
Right.
Nice.
In the future, but I am currently too hungry to question it. Can I? Where are the plates?
Don't worry. This time, I took a bite out of the mushroom before putting it in your food, so I know it's not poisonous.
Sedra visibly goes through all 7 stages of grief.
And yet, she has presented 8 bowls on the table filled with porridge, and they smell absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'll just start quietly digging in, waiting for
Okay.
everyone else.
All right. Well, anybody that partakes in this particular food gain 5 temporary hit points.
Oh, look
So
at
it's
me,
not
guys.
Kriv, because he's eating his rations.
I'm assuming that goes away if I cast my mage armor and get my
Yes, temporary hit
ability.
points do not stack. As
They
a
override.
yeah, they override. You get temporary hit points with my mage armor.
She gets her ward. I guess it's optional for her to put that up, so I'll just do mage armor without the ward. And then not put up the ward right now.
I'm gonna be learning those. I've never DM'd a sorcerer or a abjurer, so I'm gonna be learning.
This is
I'll be
my
reading
first
up
time
on it.
dealing with abjurers too, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never played this, so.
It made sense for the character. It was not a tactical decision.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna have fun with it.
Yeah, no, this will be fun. Okay, let me do that.
Okay, well, as everyone is awake, and I think most people, except perhaps Kriv and I'm not sure about Valgrim, take some of the food and gain that 5 temporary hit points. And we'll.
I don't think he's really paying attention to what he's putting in his mouth at this point, so he probably just eats it.
All right. Will comes over after you've done eating and asks, "So, are you gonna do what Sloan asked and go get the freaking unicorn? Go ask it some stupid questions?"
You have to be like 7. You're
I'm 12.
12. You're only 12 years old.
Yes, madame.
But only 12 years old.
Oh, wait, sorry, darling. Human aging, very different than elven aging.
Right. Forgot about that.
You are human, yes?
I'm.
I've read about you, but I've never seen.
He kind of looks at his hands and's like, I'm Will of the Feywild.
Ah,
Do we really need to put labels on it? I'm just Will.
Labels and categories make a lot of sense. They make everything make sense and they make everything work. The Feywild clearly does not work.
no, Sedra, I think what he's saying is his category is Will.
Yes, she gets it.
That's not a category.
And so Wills look like this at age 12, and Wills don't come with parents. They only come with, you said, a grandparent?
She's not my grandparent.
Oh, she's someone's, though. So, like how Sedra has a mama, but she's not mine, right?
What?
I don't think so, dear.
But if you want to meet Granny, maybe you can help us get our friends back. We got some friends in custody over there, but maybe talk to the unicorn first. They might help.
Does this granny know where we can find does this granny know where we could find that I should have written it down because I know who this person is and then I immediately forget them. Who's the one in the castle?
What are you looking for?
Who's the person who's frozen in the castle?
Zabilna.
Sivilna.
Vilna. Thank you. I'm not Ember.
I would think so. She's the one that the 3 sisters froze her in there. Oh, so I heard.
Oh,
Wait. And she'll like go rummage through her bag real quick and like go find the book. and like flip through the pages.
You do not.
Shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she doesn't. Is she not supposed to have that?
The book? No, you're fine.
Okay. Was I
It's
not
a-
supposed to realize that?
It's a fairy tale book. Right?
It is. And most likely it means nothing. And I should not have dragged my sister into this mess without.
Oh,
It's-
no, you didn't. To drag something, you have to, they don't willingly come with you. You weren't allowed to leave without me. So,
I indeed was not. All right. Where are you guys? You guys are talking to a unicorn? I'm not dressing anything in anything beneath my station.
We gave
Pretty
your friend
boxed
the fairy and well, you looking at you, Wade, a unicorn suit. Do you still have it?
Who had it? I think we just kind of don't we have a bag of holding?
Did we ever take it? I don't think
I
we ever
don't remember ever taking it.
If it's not in our inventory, then it's on the floor where we left it.
Okay, so it's right there on the floor. There's a unicorn suit, 2-person that can fit in it. There's also, I think Ember did not take that. There's a kind of a headband with a carrot sticking out of it, painted multicolors.
Ember did take it. She just doesn't. Her person forgets to add things to her inventory.
Okay, so it's gone.
I mean, she was the only one who could turn into a horse
Yeah, no,
anyway,
there's-
so.
Mhm.
Yeah, Wade will. Are Kriv and Valgrim up?
Yeah.
Yep, we're up.
He'll look at them and he'll say, "Well, I guess I wanted to try to see what's going on with this Scabatha, because seems like confronting her might be the only way to find her way out of here. So this unicorn thing might be the next step in the path, but what do you guys think?"
I really hope you don't expect me to dress up as a unicorn.
Oh no, I already called Ascend.
I hope you do.
He just shrugs.
And that the silence and stare that you can feel going on right now is exactly what Valgrim's doing.
I agree, probably too.
Well, I should say that you guys were rightfully quiet last night and deserving of rest, but I guess we found two new people, and he'll wave at Sedra and Cesaré, that's right.
Cesaré will very enthusiastically wave back.
Valgrim
Sedra will
glances
walk up.
over.
She does not like not knowing what's going on when she's being talked about.
He's
Sedra Elros of Everesca. Pleasure to meet you. And you are?
Valgrim Iron Hand.
Cesaré is gonna say in Elvish to Sedra, "What happened to his legs?"
Oh no, he's supposed to be like that.
He just stares at Cesaré because he understands.
That's
So-
a gnome.
That's a
They're
what?
like they're smaller. They're a little smaller.
No, I know what a gnome is. I got 3 of them in my garden, but they're not supposed to be walking and talking.
this seems like something I'm gonna have to explain for a longer period of time than we have currently. We're probably appearing very rude, as we are not talking in the common language.
In Elvish, Valgrim says, "Yes, you are being very rude."
Wayde says in Elvish, and I can understand too.
Sedra just like closes her eyes with a pure like, oh dear.
At that point,
God.
I'm just curious to know who doesn't understand. Let me check.
Brave.
Is that for
Everybody's really
Everyone else.
curious
Yeah.
looking at people's pained expressions, so you
I
know
think the
he's
only
getting
two
something
that
out of
don't
it.
understand Elvish are Kriv and Terwant.
Yeah, Cesaré's gonna slap Cedra's arm, and she's gonna be like, "Well, what'd you make me brush up on Common for the last 3 days on, when everyone here clearly speaks Elvish? We don't have to keep speaking that barbaric language, you can go back to this."
they don't like it when you call it a barbaric language, and I'm
Well, it
sure that
is.
not all of them speak common.
I believe the
Breeze very
barbarians
rude.
would be who don't understand what other races are.
We we do we do understand that there are other races. It's simply that where we live, other races aren't really permitted. In fact, Cesaré's mother is one of the very few exceptions of somebody even remotely not allowed being allowed in our city. So
But what do you mean? She's still an elf?
she is a kind of elf, yes.
Hold up. I thought you said your mother was dead.
No,
My
see,
mother's dead.
it's very easy to make the mistake. See, it's actually our dad, but it's her mom who's dead, and my mom who's not dead.
Ah.
I often get confused about it as well, but we're keeping it straight.
Is this still out of common?
Yeah,
At
this
this-
is.
Yeah, at this point, it probably.
Yeah, we'll probably switch back to common if you started speaking.
Yes. We're if we are being technical about it, she's my half sister, but that doesn't really
Which
matter.
half?
Her
Not the upper half or the lower half.
Oh, you guys were made for this unicorn costume.
What? I don't think
We gotta-
that I would ever get in a costume,
Well, I'm quite fond of
especially a costume. I'm not an actor. I'm not a jester.
Well, it's Cesaré. You've been
Talk
on.
about racial stuff. It sounds like a jester.
I was just waiting for Ember to explain what drows are. I said
yeah, no,
Ember. I meant Livia.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, no, she's clearly very much does not want us immediately explain what's going on.
Uncomfortable conversation for Sedra.
All right. Well, as you guys decide who is going to fit into the unicorn suit, we're gonna take a short break, 10 to 15 minutes,
Cool.
and we'll be right back after. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I wonder how they're gonna react to Nate.
Oh, how you haven't thought? Oh, okay. We're gonna bring that up after.
I'm trying to like gauge it because the whole thing is that like in general I'm trying to keep that in the back burner, like, oh, she gives you guys a weird look, but also it keeps getting brought up, and then she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna address this. I don't want to like.
We are back on the stream now.
All right, no one make any inappropriate jokes. Looking at you, Gabe.
Which one?
I know when to pick and choose when I make jokes. When it matters.
It matters.
Not as much as joke as your southern accent over there.
Hey.
She worked hard on it.
No, actually, so when I was making the voice for the character, I did not mean to ever go southern. It just keeps falling into that whenever I speak, whenever I push the air, because I'm speaking like off the back of my throat when I do it, and for some reason it always goes southern, no matter what
Well,
I do.
I don't want to fall into any stereotypes and say that it fits with a perhaps low intelligence character, but it doesn't because a bunch of you are Southerns. But
I think
I
I'm
love
the
it.
only
I
Southern
mean,
person here.
my
You are?
cousins wouldn't agree with you on that.
It's there is
unless
like
Kyle.
okay, I'm
I'm
not doing
here.
an answer thing because if I
I
do
was
an
not
answer thing,
voting.
then people are gonna like
Yeah.
their brains turn off, and that it's very upsetting for people.
I'll remember where Kyle, where are you from?
Everywhere. New Jersey, Virginia, currently living in Colorado.
So the North, got it.
Yep. And I guess Midwest, yeah.
So we can make all the southern jokes we want because Gabe's the only southerner in here.
That's
I
very
mean,
rude.
I lived in Virginia for 12 years, so
That is not the South.
it
not.
is south for someone who also lived in New Jersey.
I'm on the South Shore of
Virginia.
Montreal. Does that count?
We're all Southerners to Gabe. I mean, the other Gabe.
It's okay. Maybe soon, if we listen to Trump, we will all be in the same country.
Oh God.
Let's not
Holy
discuss that.
shit. Yeah. Anyway, so D&D.
D&D. So, are you departing from the tree?
I am.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, perfect.
On my map.
Valgrim definitely does not want to continue listening to whatever they were saying.
One of the before you depart, one of the little girl comes up and says, "Show me your map again. Maybe I can show you where to go, where to find the unicorn, and make sure to put that suit on."
This is Sloan, right?
Yeah.
I knew I recognized that.
Cesaré will gladly hand her over her map.
Oh, you really need. You
But
really know how to
but
draw.
also perhaps our new friend Wayde could also, so we can,
Nah,
have
it's
a
Kriv.
backup in
It's
case one of those
it's
maps gets destroyed.
it's Kriv who's the map holder.
Who's Kriv?
Point
The
at the big ass dragonborn.
The dragon gentleman.
Oh,
Kriv, why don't you
Kriv just
describe your
stepped away.
character? Oh, he stepped away? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Kriv is a 7 foot tall dragonborn with bronze scales. And we're going to bring back what I'm going to say, but Kriv has a dancing mushroom on his shoulder that looks like this. And he wanted me to bring it up, but he's not here. So we're going to talk about him when he does come back.
yep. Cedra's having an existential crisis right now. And in the meantime, well, your map seems more accessible, but 3 copies of a map. That's wonderful. I love backups. Backups are the bread and butter of a good library. You should have at least 3 copies of any given manuscript.
Sloan yawns. Oh. Sorry. Well, anyways, let me draw you where you need to go. And she just draws an arrow going down.
South.
Just down. That's.
It's you. No, that's south.
Okay. Which difference is this? And she points in a random direction.
Survival check, I guess.
We have a Kriv back.
Oh yeah, Kriv's back. What direction is she pointing?
She's pointing northeast.
He'll say northeast.
Okay. What about this one? And she points straight up.
Who is doing this?
Sloan.
Sloan. She's trying to show us on the map where to go for the unicorn, and all she's saying is just go down.
But also, Kriv, Cesaré approached you and I wanted you to describe your character and what is on your shoulder.
Yes, I have a talking mushroom on my shoulder. I'm in half plate armor. I am a dragonborn, bronze, obviously. Chest backpack, which I put in chat a while ago, but I can put it again.
Nate is dancing on your shoulders. Like, hey, boss, are you gonna go in the unicorn suit? That would be so sweet.
Leave ignoring him.
Also, I'm hungry.
Sedra?
Aren't supposed to.
Well, we
Everything-
have some mushroom stew.
Oh,
You told me
I
mushrooms could talk.
glare at you for saying that.
that's.
Where's your part of Nate?
Could I get some of that? What did you make me eat last time? It was delicious. Can I have some more of that?
Yeah, I get my ration made from the manticore meat.
Manticore meat? Okay. And he starts chomping on it.
I don't mean to be overly inquisitive, but did you just feed the talking mushroom meat?
I look at her and nod yes.
Talk. I swear, Mr. Mushroom, if I had any idea you were able to talk,
My
I
name's
would not have
Nate.
eaten so many. Nate, well, Mr. Nate, I swear if I had any idea you could talk, I would not have chopped up so many of you and put you in stew, and I'm really sorry about that. I had no idea.
Don't worry about it. Those were not speaking
Oh.
or
Sorry.
dancing. Do you like my dancing?
Well, yes, very much. How can you tell which mushrooms are the talking kind and which ones?
If they have a mouth and
Uh-huh.
2 eyes like me,
Uh-huh.
don't eat them.
What if it kind of looks like they have a mouth, but you're not sure?
Don't eat them.
Okay. Well, that is some very good advice, Mr. Mushroom, Mr. Nate. And is this dragon yours?
You could say so, yes.
Oh.
He
He's
carries
got
me
a top
around.
rescue.
Can he breathe fire? Like a real dragon?
He breathes lightning.
Oh. And does he guard stacks of gold?
He does a double take that you, Kriv. Do you, boss?
Kriv's getting angrier and angrier at this point. You can see light coming from blue light coming from his mouth.
Yes, so Terwant sneaks up to Cesaré and whispers, Are you sure the mushroom in the stew this morning didn't have a mouth? Do you remember?
Sedra is fully standing between, standing in front of Cesaré and Kriv a little bit.
I got to be honest, I've never checked mushrooms for eyes and mouths before, so there's a very good chance I may have eaten someone who could speak.
You would have heard screams.
Oh, even if you bit them before they could start screaming.
I guess they wouldn't scream if you did that.
So you really, there's a high possibility this could have happened then.
Boss, can you hide me from her, please?
Yep, I'm gonna put him underneath my armor if he fits. Under the half plate.
Yeah, he does.
And then I'm gonna take my maul out and I'm gonna slam it on the ground in front of her. Looking really mad.
Hey, big man, I don't think that is at all necessary. Let's keep it civil.
We're burning daylight,
Shouldn't get
guys.
harmed by it.
I'm just gonna walk around. I'm gonna turn around and walk down, walk away.
So Sloan says again. So just go down and if you get dressed as a unicorn, you'll find your way to the Wayward Pool and find a unicorn.
I guess that's how magic works here.
Very small whimper from Sedra about that comment.
I'll put. Cesaré will put her arm around Sedra.
He seems comforted by that.
By the way, I'm going to ask. Lev, Brie, you guys holding weapons by chance? Or any weapons at all on you?
Not out.
There's a small decorative dagger that she has, like, but it looks like it might just be for show.
The only thing Cesaré has out is an umbrella, which it's like a parasol, which she always has open. And she also has all her stuff floating behind her, like 20 feet behind her almost always.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
It would be very easy to steal. She is not watching it.
So I've put them on the big map, and I want to know which way you are heading, and who is leading the group.
From what it sounds like, the person dressed as the unicorn needs to lead the group.
Who's that?
I'll do one end.
Nope.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I thought Ember had all
Cesaré
that.
can be convinced to do it, but I don't know if Sedra would let him.
I was just thinking, would Sedra let?
I mean, it would keep you two together for sure. If you were front half and end half.
Like we only have one costume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Only one costume yet.
We can switch off.
And the helmet with the stick and the carrot.
That was on Ember's body.
Was that one?
Yes.
Was it? Okay.
I don't think you've recovered it.
Consider this a study in magic. Figure out why dressing as a unicorn will get you to this pool, and he'll throw the unicorn head to Sedra.
Because unicorns are very smart. They don't forget anything. They always remember.
She gets it.
Sedra like sucks her tooth, looks at her sister. Does like you could just like see the calculations going through her head about like if she doesn't do this, her sister's probably gonna do it. And she like very begrudgingly puts the little unicorn head on her.
All right, perfect. And you start heading down on the map.
Cesaré thinks you look beautiful, Sedra.
Thank you.
After 2 hours of walking in the forest, you start to smell something that smells delicious up ahead. And you can see it in the distance, in the middle of a clearing, is a small campfire and a small tent. You approach.
Well, who's leading us?
I believe the unicorn was.
I can't see anything. I'm in the back.
So it's Sedra.
Yeah, am I supposed to see the map right now?
Yes. You should. Let me see if I can fix this for you.
Yeah, I just see the
Sorry,
hex
token.
scroll.
The X crawl. Yeah. Do you see the X crawl?
I do not right now. No.
Okay, let's fix this right now. What's your name on Foundry? It is
Zomagod
Zomagod
ponies.
Ponies. You should be observer. Let me delete the token and put it back. And oh my god, it's too big. Do you see now?
Nope.
That's a
Did
fucking
you
big
switch-
token.
Yeah.
You switch the scenes because I'm still seeing the hex crawl.
We are on the
Yeah.
X crawl.
Okay.
But I'm about to change map
seeing,
anyway. So.
I'm seeing the hex crawl, but I'm not. Everything's gray. So
Well, the map will change it again.
failed drawing interface canvas group something something.
Do you see the map now?
I'm reloading the world just to see if something missing.
Gonna wait until you
Loading camp. You can see
in.
the camp. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, in the distance you see a campfire in the middle of a little clearing. A lot of the trees have been cut up, and there's a boiling cauldron in the middle of the clearing right here. And in the distance to the southeast, you hear wood chopping. Talk, talk, talk.
Sedra fully stops.
Do we see the person chopping wood?
You do not know. Roll a perception check. We can all do it. Astaroth.
I'm rolling
Natural
it.
20.
I'm rolling at disadvantage because I'm inside the ass end of a horse.
Yeah, that would
I'm
happen.
gonna cast
Yeah, no, I'm
guidance
wearing
on
horse
myself
head,
also
so-
with my perception.
Okay. Valgrim, it says you have -2.
Yeah, I do.
That's
As
6.
Valgrim.
So that would be a
Perfect.
20 total for me.
Yeah.
So Terwant, Cesaré, and Astaroth, you don't see the goblin. You don't see. I'm clearly tired. I'm sorry. It's fine. You don't see what's chopping wood, but you do hear it coming from around here. What you do see though is in the middle of the camp, there's a little mushroom guy just baiting in the cauldron of well, you don't know what it is. It's just baiting and kind of dipping its cap and singing merrily as it dips its cap into the liquid.
I'll look back at Nate.
Kind of washing itself.
Yeah, Nate,
Oof.
why don't you get in the stew? I mean, Beth.
I am uncomfortable with how pertinent this situation is to our previous discussion.
Nate says, "Oh, that's can I get in? Can I get in, boss? Can I go?
I'm shaking my head no,
Ah, you're no fun."
but I'm gonna start approaching the camp.
Okay. So as you approach Kriv and Valgrim, the smell gets stronger and stronger. It smells like butter. Something cooking in butter. And St. Campus Tree says, "Oh, hello there. You want to come for a swim?"
I don't think I can swim in that.
I'm gonna try to breathe through my mouth and not smell as much.
I didn't quite get that, Kriv.
I said I'm gonna try to breathe through my mouth and not try to smell the
Okay.
aroma.
I salivate a little bit.
Reaction
Sedra will
rule.
If Wayde lets her.
If I do what?
I said Sedra will walk up if Wayde lets her.
Oh yeah, I figure at this point we've separated.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wade's gonna stay on the outskirts of the trees, but still clearly wearing pony pants.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Sedra fully takes it off. She's like, I'm not dealing with it.
As we're approaching, I'm going to focus very, very hard on the surrounding area and use magic awareness because I'm suspicious of these things nowadays.
Okay. You do not sense any magic nearby. And as you approach, you do see in the distance here, not really facing you, a small little goblin chopping a tree. He has not turned around. And the little campus tree
Where is
says,
he?
well, hold on, I'm going to show you where he is. Right here.
Everyone's gonna see me pull out a javelin and start walking that way.
Okay. As you do, the little campus tree in the cauldron says, my friend Kroa asked me to rub melted butter into my flesh, waiting for supper. I think he's preparing something delicious. And Nate kind of tells you, Kriv, boss, please, let me go in, please. It looks delicious. I want to taste it.
That soup or the other mushroom?
The butter.
No,
The butter.
no. Don't tell him that. That's
Maybe we can add some meat to it.
I mean, it does
Yes,
smell
I
pretty
can.
good.
Nope. Going for the goblin.
I'm waiting for you, Kriv, to do a first action before I...
Yeah, I'm all the
mean,
way
if
over here.
no one's gonna say anything, I'm gonna end up throwing this javelin at this goblin.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm not loaded in yet. I can't see. But if somebody looks like they're about to attack, she would probably be like, "Hey, no."
Well, Kriv looks like he just picked up a javelin and started walking towards the sound of the wood cutting in the forest.
Okay, well, if we're checking, let's get all the information first. And you did magical awareness, so I don't think it's worth it for her to do this basically the same thing.
You wouldn't know that.
I would not know that. That's true. All right. Well, with not knowing that, I'm going to do things like I don't know that. And I'm going to
Okay,
cast
what does that
Detect
mean?
Magic.
Detect magic. Well, you detect magic coming from everyone around you. Astaroth, Valgrim, Kriv, Cesaré. Wayde is out of range. Maeve is probably closer. But nothing other than that. Nothing from the camp and nothing from out in the forest.
Let's wait a moment. I think perhaps the only threat here is us. And we don't need to be a threat. Kriv, was it?
He's totally ignoring you. He's focused on the goblin right now, getting ready to throw.
So you see that
Oh, wait,
Kriv is taking aim at something in the wood that you can't quite see.
Well, she'll kind of go up to him now that he's being looks like he's like, hey, okay, first of all, what is that? Oh, that's a it's on the tip of my tongue.
He looked at you puzzled.
I've never
Not gonna help.
I've never seen one of these before. if we start attacking things now,
And
they're going to
Nate,
attack us back.
tell her that oh, that's one of the creatures that fireballed me. Because it's fruit.
I mean, at that point, I should give you control over Nate. But
You're much more
yeah,
charismatic with him, though.
Nate would say, this looks like some of the mean guys that were hurting Juniper, the bear, right?
Bear?
Free knowledge to Nate.
Feathered bear.
Can
Okay,
we
yes,
tell if it's
but,
one of
like,
the ones that
once
was
I'm
there?
this close, can I tell that this creature magical at all? Any magic coming off of this dude?
Nope.
This creature doesn't have a hint of magic on him. I don't think that he could do what you're saying. I don't think you're dealing with the same person.
Kriv will then point to some of the scuffs and scrapes on his armor that he got from the previous battle with the goblins.
The goblin turns around and says, "Oh, hello there. Didn't see you there. Can I help you with something? You're kind of interrupting me.
Sorry,
You mind putting that down?"
We were
He's
just
holding up
just
an axe,
doing the
woodcutter's axe.
same thing. Kriv, please.
I just glare at him.
Was this the guy who did that, or is the and she'll like gesture to the scars, or is this maybe just a random one?
Kriv will shrug his shoulders, but he's not dumb in his form.
All right, so she'll stand like she'll kind of get like, okay, everybody chill the fuck out.
Sorry to do our meeting. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm trying to figure out how far she would actually take trying to stop you from attacking this guy.
Wayde is going to hide and start stalking his way towards this.
Okay, you can move your token. Roll a stealth check, please.
Ignore him. He's hunting for birds. Who
Birds?
sorry.
Okay. Well, I've already got my meal.
Oh, what is that? Are you having mushroom stew?
Absolutely. Well, I'm roasting it after. It's a delicacy. I very much like to sometimes add some candies on top as well. Candied a little campestry. It's delicious.
So the man is just cooking his dinner. He doesn't seem very threatening to me personally, and I like to avoid getting in situations that aggravate people, like throwing things at them.
We'll look at the pot with the mushroom in it, and then look at Nate, and then look at you.
Nate says, "Who's the dinner?"
Not you. So that's not your concern.
You
I'll
seem to
create
be
the
bossing
the
people
mushroom.
around a lot here. You might want to step out of this.
I'll point
I'm
and
just at Valgrim. She just says, I would like to avoid a situation where my sister is in any kind of violent situation.
Then step back.
That's all right.
I mean,
I'll
while
step
is she next to me? Before you do that, I'll just hand you one of the pikes I have. So you have a weapon to defend yourself. I don't give you a second one, then go give you your sister.
Okay, she's. Thank you.
You guys,
No.
you
Toss
mind
the
leaving
second
me?
one over at your sister.
You mind leaving me alone? I'm not asking for any trouble. And he's trying to walk back to his cauldron without like stepping out of place.
I'll just look at Kriv.
And to Nate's question of whose dinner, I point at the mushroom in the pot as well.
the mushroom in the pot it keeps dipping his cap in the butter and seems very happy in the middle of the cauldron cooking. Nate says, well, as long as I'm not getting eaten, I'm okay with it.
It's a roll, I guess.
I don't understand your message, Brie.
Oh, no, I would like to talk to the mushroom in the pot. I would just like to.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. What I think about this.
You know, I'm starting to think he might be turning you into some sort of dish, but you're not supposed to eat the mushrooms that can talk and see. You know, if you're really that hungry, I could make you something. We had porridge this morning, that was real good. Though
My
maybe
friend would never hurt me. Craw is friendly. He wouldn't eat me.
Well, then why'd she have you in butter? 'Cause that's awfully bad for your pores.
It's warming me up.
Warming you up, but it will also make you all greasy and, well, if he's not planning on eating you, it must be uncomfortable at least.
It's actually pretty comfortable. You want to try?
Well, it does sound actually a little tempting when you put it like that, but seeing as he's over there, well, why do you have to be in the soup to eat it? Well, what if I wanted to have some soup? Now I have to eat you along with it. That's just not fair.
That actually makes kind of sense.
Yeah.
Why do I need to be in to eat it?
Yeah, well, why don't I pour you a small bowl of the soup, and I pour myself a bowl of the soup, and we can go eat it at that table over there, like civilized folks.
That sounds like a actually good idea. Can you help me out, please?
Oh yes, of course.
And Cesaré will burn her hand trying to get the out of the soup because we won't think about
It is hot boiling butter, so yeah, you're probably gonna get some burns from that. And as the campestry gets out of the cauldron, says, "Thank you so much. My name's Lewis. Nice to meet you."
My name's Cesaré, but my mama gave me a boy's name, so you can call me Sade if you want, but most people still just call me Cesaré even when I say that.
Yeah, I'll call you Cesaré because Cesaré is good.
What is the goblin doing right now?
So this is what's
Yeah.
kind of happening at the same time. The goblin's trying to approach and diffuse the situation, perhaps, saying, you mind leaving me alone? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just trying to have a meal here. Can't blame someone for trying to get fed up in here.
Start lowering the
Orange looking
javelin.
at Kriv.
I stare at you in confusion. I'm like, a bunch of.
I'll tell you what, okay? You leave me and my meal alone. And maybe I can share a few interesting tidbits if you're interested.
Ready to start walking away.
Kriv is starting to walk away? Okay.
Yeah, I start walking away, Mom.
Okay. All right. The goblin is walking back to the middle of the camp and says, "Hey, who took my meal out of my pot?"
Sedra instantly facepalms.
What? Well, are you referring to the bit of soup I poured out of it? I'm sorry, I should have asked before eating any of that. But you know, you really shouldn't put your friends in something you're planning on eating. That's kind of disturbing, is it not?
Don't worry about it. They're all stupid.
What? Who's all stupid?
Those little mushroom guys.
The ones with faces or the ones without faces? Because the ones without faces don't talk.
This one right there. He points at the mushroom on the ground.
That's not a very nice thing to say. He's supposed to be your friend. Well, you said you're his friend. You shouldn't speak about him like that.
I just tell him what I need to do to get him in the pot. And let's get him back in there. And he grabs him by the cap and throws him back in the hot butter.
Whoa, no, whoa. Well, no, hold,
I could come here.
Cesaré is gonna freak out and try to blast him with cold, aiming for his arm, because how dare he pick up this poor little mushroom guy by the head.
Sorcerer's burst. Okay.
26.
Jesus. Okay, that's a hit. You would have disadvantage though.
Yeah,
Because
you
you're
would
in
need
melee range with it.
disadvantage in melee
Let
range.
me roll again. 14.
That is oh, that's a miss.
Oh, okay, so that's a warning shot. Blast near his head. It's like, you put him down right this instant. You're not putting him back in that pot. Especially if you're not planning on eating him. We don't eat friends. That's very much frowned upon.
We are not friends with this random talking mushroom.
Well, we're not friends with the mushroom, but the mushroom's this man's friends. This short, hairy man's friend.
You want me to take it out of the pot?
Well, I want you not to put him in something that could hurt him or cover him with butter. That's just not good for his skin.
All right, I'll take him out of the pot if you insist. I'll take him out of the pot. He takes him out of the pot by the cap, and pulls out a plate from his backpack, puts the plate on the ground, and puts the mushroom on the plate. Here, you see, he's out of the pot. Out of the pot.
You're supposed to put food on the plate.
Yes, that's what I'm about to do. And he pulls out a knife.
I'm gonna prepare an action to vortex warp Cesaré away as soon as I think that she's gonna be in danger.
Okay.
You say the mushroom, you made it like Cesaré. No.
The goblin approaches the campestry with his knife, and if you don't do anything to stop him, he's gonna start slicing the mushroom in half.
I'm not CC. I don't have heat metal.
Well, you could do something to stop him.
Yeah, Cesaré will try to grab the knife out of his hands.
Okay. All right. Grapple check. Does that trigger your reaction, Liv? Sedra?
Can I vortex warp somebody who's in a grapple contest with somebody?
Before it happens, yes. Your trigger happens first.
Yeah. She's like sees her sister doing something impulsive. She's gonna move her.
Is there a wisdom saving throw for this, or it just happens?
There is a saving throw.
Save.
Yeah, there is a
That's
saving
not
throw.
rolling.
Put it in the chat, please.
Yeah, 1 second. Now we gotta do the whole like waiting.
Vortex warp is my favorite spell.
Teleport
I
is my
took it
favorite
with
spell.
the pure context that I feel like Sedra would have it solely to get her sister out of dumb situations that she's gotten herself in. Alright, there it is.
Yeah,
I'm watching this like a play.
Okay, Constitutional saving throw from Cesaré, please.
you got
And
it.
the whole time she keeps looking at Valgrim like, hey, like, if you don't want me to talk, this is the perfect opportunity for you to exercise your talking.
Okay, meet it, beat it. You're beating it. So you kind of feel a tug in the weave as your sister tries to pull you away, as she's done so many times before. But this
Yeah.
time it does not work. And roll an arm strike against the goblin to see if you grapple with him.
You got it. Unarmed strike is in my inventory.
The targets must succeed on the
11.
strengths. Yeah, I just wanted to see the grapple part. So the roll doesn't actually do anything. Unless you're trying to attack him or just
Oh.
grapple.
Just, I'm trying to grab the knife away.
The knife, okay. Okay, well, he's gonna do a dexterity saving throw. I think that's the best way to do it. Saving throw. 5. Okay. You grab the knife. As
I
he was
grab
about to cut the mushroom in half in the plate. Hey, give that back, please.
How tall is this goblin?
4 feet tall.
Cesaré is just gonna hold the knife up over her head, so he can't have
Hey, come on. Don't be like that.
Look, I am dreadfully sorry if you are hungry, but you really should be talking to one of the maids about it. If you're starving, you should not be eating people with faces and eyes. Unless they're fish. But fish don't talk, so it's okay.
The fish do talk, first of all.
But fish talk as well?
Some of them, yeah.
Oh, goodness, Sedra.
Please.
It's just... What if I... What if I gave you something to eat instead of the mushroom?
What do you have in mind?
Well, I have some dried fruit and dried fish, which I really hope didn't talk. Some nuts and some, well, it's like flour and bread, you know.
All right, fine. Just throw all of this in the pot. It's gonna make for a great stew.
He's gonna dump a ration in the pot.
So don't really understand why you thought
I guess this will have to do for today. I'll have to find more camp history tomorrow.
Why did you think one mushroom would make a fulfilling meal?
Oh, they're filled with protein.
So just one of them's enough? Wouldn't you still be hungry afterwards?
Oh, have you ever eaten them? You should really try it. They are
what?
delicious and filling.
Oh, wait, you can't do that if they talk. You gotta find the non-talking ones.
Yeah, it's fun to hunt.
Okay. I'm gonna put the knife. Cesaré's gonna put the knife in her bag, which is on the disc that is 20 feet away.
Okay,
She's
it's
gonna
a.
get to the disc that's 20 feet away and put the knife in that bag.
Very
It's,
funnily, the
grabs
question
the
is, does the
mushroom
disc
by-
move 20 feet away as you're moving towards the disc 20 feet away?
No, so the disc does not move, but it will always remain within at least 20 feet of you. So if you get 20 feet further away from it, it will just keep falling. I can show you what it is.
Fair enough.
Storage, yeah.
It's like if you had a little wagon on a rope.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Sedra picks up the mushroom by the stem, like almost like it looks like she's grabbing it like she just grabbed somebody's neck. Like there's a little bit of intensity to it.
Okay.
Oh wait, where's Val? Okay, Kriv's not nearby, so she's just gonna turn to Valgrim, shove it in. We saved the mushrooms. Are you happy?
It seemed like your sister wanted to save the mushrooms. I don't know why you're getting sassy with me.
I think you know why, but that's not the point. Can we go, or do you guys need to do something?
Well, before
Please
you
lead the
go-
way on this land you don't know.
You're right. I don't know anything. You wanted to take over, but then the situation was clearly a problem, and you didn't want to deal with it. So, let's go.
The goblin says, "Well, before you go, I kind of have to. I hate those rules. Here." And he pulls out something from his bag. It's a little piece of stick of candy. He pulls 8 of them out. Here, I got those at the market at Loomlurch. They sell that kind of candy there. It's some of my kind over there. Like a toffee apple head if you're looking for him. Here, have some candy. I guess I can thank you for more food, even though you kind of robbed me of a very delicious plate of mushroom.
Cesaré will eat it.
But if I was you, I'd stay clear of Granny Nightshade. She puts children to work in her shop.
Is she anything like that other grandmother, Scapitha?
Um, that's yeah, yeah, she's the same.
And she's your grandmother.
No, some of my friends work for her. She's not my grandmother. I don't know whose grandmother she is. We just call her Granny.
Oh, I call my grandmother Linda. She doesn't like when I call her anything else.
Does your grandmother have a key in her back?
Well, I've never gone. Oh, well, I guess I've never
Key in her
seen. Well, I don't think so.
She does not.
Well, that one does.
Oh, like a wind-up toy.
Just like a wind-up toy, yes.
Well,
Oh.
and you mentioned your kind. What is your kind?
I'm me. My name's Kura. I'm a goblin.
Oh, you're a goblin. Is that any relation to the language?
The language of the goblins?
Yeah, you know in school when you can learn an elective and you can choose to learn how to speak goblin. Is that like the same root word?
I don't know some of those words.
Oh, it's okay. me neither.
School?
Oh, never mind then.
You're awfully smart.
I almost never hear that, so I will thank you for that.
All right. For Maeve's benefit, as she just arrived. Hello, we've been dealing with campestries.
Hello.
Playing a donut.
Could perhaps Cesaré and Sedra present their character again?
Yes. We are both elves.
Cesaré.
Great to
I'm
know.
really bad at this. Character introductions are like my weakest point. Okay. I am playing an elf. She has auburn hair, violet eyes. She's not pale per se, but she definitely has a what's it called? Like a bluish undertone to her skin. But she looks pretty. She's normal colored for the most part. She's 5'7", and as I said, she is not dressed in any practical way whatsoever. She kind of looks like someone who is dressing up as what they think an adventurer wears. She also has a floating disc that's almost always 20 feet behind her, where she puts all her belongings on. And if you ever wanted to steal anything, it is very easy. She does not pay attention to it. She also almost always has an umbrella that's open. So she wouldn't have had that at night, but in the daytime she always has an umbrella that's open and the shadows underneath the umbrella move in unnatural ways. And that's my character.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Sedra.
Yes, the other person there is another redhead with lighter hair, kind of more golden tones. Her skin is more gold, and she's got hazel eyes. She looks incredibly stressed, and she is kind of looking back and forth between her sister, this gnome she just met, and a goblin. And she looks like this is all very new and very confusing and very frustrating, but she is trying to keep it together.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you. Okay. I think the party was done with the campestries.
We have now acquired a third campestry.
Second.
Wasn't there another one?
No.
Thought we had two.
Lottie met a few, but
What's a campestry? What are we talking about?
Nate is a campestry.
Oh, okay.
So we
I forget.
we have Nate and Lewis now.
Okay.
It's Pokemon. We gotta catch them all.
Maybe if you
Yeah.
stick 3 mushrooms in a full suit of plate, it'll make a paladin.
Ah,
That's the goal.
Astaroth, where you at?
I will stab you, Kriv.
Are you all friends, or do you guys like each other, right?
The only 2 left that have known each other for any. Oh wait, no, Maeve is still here. The only 3 that have known each other is us 3 now.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder why.
How long have you all known each other?
Since we were children.
I assume we're talking about this and walking away from the goblin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
And I also,
really quickly.
before you continue the conversation, because I do want you to have it, I want to know, is Sedra back in the unicorn costume with Wayde?
I don't think she ever left it. I think they just split in half and then now we're
Oh,
reassembling it.
Wayde added like with pants.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, Sedra fully took it off, but
Oh.
she'll keep it on long enough to have this conversation, then she'll put it back on.
Okay.
Begrudgingly, I would like to add. Just to be very clear.
He just doesn't want Cesaré deciding where we're going.
Yeah, no, she's like, if I don't do it, I know who will, and it's gonna be a problem.
Oh, that's weird. I still have Eldritch Blast on my hotbar. Wait a minute.
Those don't change with the character. Okay. Please resume.
Yeah, we've known each other, at least myself, Kriv, and Maeve, since we were children. We went to school together.
Ah. So you must
Kind of met these other people along the way. Met new friends along the way.
Well, that sounds like a lovely story.
We have common interests. We're hunting the hags.
The hag. Oh.
Yes,
dear.
three hag sisters.
We've also already had an unfortunate run-in with one of them.
An unfortunate run-in. Could you elaborate on that?
Needless to say, one of our former party members ended up making her very angry, and she promised revenge on us.
Oh. On you. Does that include everyone who's like walking next to you? Like.
Who knows? These hags seem to be very, petty and vengeful people.
And apparently they take child slaves to do whatever it was Will had said.
I see.
Ah.
Well, that doesn't seem like it's gonna be an issue at all. So, what's this thing about a unicorn? Why is my sister wearing a unicorn costume?
I would love to know this as well.
Because apparently, if we speak to a unicorn, they'll have some information about Scabatha. And as far as I understand it, dealing with these hags is the only way that we can find our way out of this place.
What does that have to do with wearing a costume? Are unicorns like real nasty folks that don't want to speak to any others?
Because this place is silly.
Silly. Well, silly's not always a bad thing.
That is true, but this place requires you to wear a unicorn costume, I guess.
Well,
As you keep walking down on the map, you start to see in the distance after a few more hours the terrain dip towards a central lake in the middle. The fog around you is thinner. You can see further away. 1,000 feet in front of you is that lake. And between you and that lake, as you see in the dip, not that many trees. So it's kind of easy to find your way towards the center of that lake. You see that there's mist that drifts over the surface of the lake. And are on one of the side of the lake, lots of mossy rocks protrude from the shadows. And in the middle of the lake is a rocky little island. Do you keep going?
I guess so, yeah. Don't
Yeah.
see why we'd stop.
Everyone except Sedra and Wayde. As you start to approach the lake, you feel a bit confused. You keep getting turned around. Thankfully, Wayde and Sedra wearing that unicorn costume, you are finding your way to that lake very easily.
Is Astaroth also?
Astaroth is there with you. He looks as confused as you are.
Hmm.
I like his little.
Can you all give me a perception check, please? Sedra with disadvantage.
I assume me with
I would
disadvantage.
say Wayde,
too.
Wayde as well, yes.
Yeah. I'm going to
Perception?
guidance myself.
Perception, yes.
Ooh.
I got an 8.
Perception with guidance. I got
Damn.
25.
All right, everyone over at 20, which is like half the group. You notice that there are no more wildlife around you. It is eerily silent. And as you keep approaching, the forest opens up to reveal a crystal clear lake. The surface is blanketed by a soft, silvery mist. There's a few rays of sunlight dancing through the haze, casting shimmering patterns across the water. The air is cool and carries the faint scent of blooming wildflowers. The scene feels untouched, as though this place exists outside the passage of time. And I will change the map as you approach the Weirward Pool.
For the record, I hate that this worked.
I hate it too.
Do you see the map?
Yes.
Mhm. It's a big
From
fucking map.
from here to the island in the middle, shore to shore, is each square in the water is 15 feet, just to represent the scale of this
that's
lake.
a really fucking big map.
So it's a 200-foot long, 200 feet, 250-foot long crossing. to
So
the
for
lake.
all intents and purposes, the water is double distance.
Triple, 15 feet.
Triple. Okay.
And you can see in the middle, there's an iron bowl that sits on the island.
Wayde will push Sedra forward to get to the edge of the lake while still in the costume.
Yeah, she'll grumble like she wants to protest, but she goes anyway.
Yeah, I know I hated to. I didn't want to think that dressing as a unicorn would get us here, but like I said, this place is silly.
Holding Lewis.
Doesn't make sense.
I love how
Who is holding Lewis?
Yeah.
I would assume
Cesaré?
Kriv.
Do I have
Or-
Lewis? Do I have Lewis?
You
'Cause
would
I'll
have
put
it instead. Someone took, unless someone took him.
Yeah,
The
would
last
have
one?
him if
Cesaré would put him on Kriv's other shoulder. Would just walk up and be like, and this is where the mushrooms go.
I have to do something
Okay.
real quick. You are now a rideable creature that can have two riders.
Uh-huh. Well, that means I get to use support
everybody's
quest
a rideable.
time.
Never mind.
I get to use support quest today.
I don't
You
think
have
he's good
honestly, yeah. Kriv's never lonely.
Yep.
I don't think she's ever heard Kriv talk. She's only heard the mushrooms talk, so she's half convinced the mushrooms are the ones that control Kriv.
It's like Ratatouille with mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly.
Eventually, that just becomes The Last of Us.
Yeah.
So, what was what Will said is, did he say we had to get to the center island? I'm trying to remember what he actually said about this place.
All that you remember is that you said you could reach the lake, talk to the unicorn.
I'm gonna look for a unicorn.
You do not see a unicorn anywhere around you. But you do perceive some movement from under the water. It looks like it's 30 feet deep. Crystal clear.
Wayde will announce this to everybody and say, "There's something in the water. Be careful."
Guys, I swear it wasn't me.
Insight check.
All right, yeah. Can we try to get a better look at the? All right, what do I have?
Who approaches the water first?
Probably.
Oh, I'm staying
Sedra,
far
'cause-
back.
Yeah,
Sedra?
Sedra and Wayde are the two that kind of.
Yeah, okay. Sedra and Wayde, can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Okay.
You bet your ass.
I'm glad I didn't walk up.
15 plus.
Oh, that is pitiful for a monk.
18 and 19.
19.
15 plus 4.
Oh, by the way, I gave you historic inspiration earlier.
Oh.
I said it in chat. And Brie, if I'm allowed to, but
Oh yeah, I'd like to use my
You also have-
heroic
yeah, you've got-
inspiration for this.
Go for it.
Yeah. Saving throws are killer, so let's do that again. Oh, that's even worse.
Oh
Okay.
goodness.
I think you take the higher though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that higher.
Bro, if we're attached to each other and you start walking in that water, so fucking.
I did a zipper quickly.
Yeah,
Zip
Cedra's
it in
like
half.
desperately like, no. Cedra's like a cat trying to be dragged into a bath.
If you
like,
vortex warp yourself out of there, would it cause him to go with you, or would it stay with Will?
So Wayde definitely does start walking forward into the water.
Astaroth will come up and grab him.
Here's the fun thing. With monks, I can use my dexterity to go against your grapple attempts.
So roll your athletics ability check, Astaroth.
21.
And
I'll roll.
dexterity, acrobatics, yeah.
Slippery like a fish.
But are you are still attached to Sedra, right?
Does the costume split? Like how strong? How much of this is?
So Astaroth goes to pretty much grapple the whole unicorn suit, and you manage to kind of get out of the way from within the suit, and the whole costume rips apart in two. Sedra, you are in the back or the front? I think you were in the back, right?
No, I think I'm in the.
She was in the front, but I'm the
Okay,
one
yeah.
who moved forward, so we're going in
She's
ass
just kinda
first.
like-
Pushing her.
Sidestepping.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put you like this then.
Yeah, I do not have a swim speed. Wait.
So Astaroth fails the grapple, and Wayde, you
Alright.
you are now you're wearing unicorn pants, and you are free.
starts
I'm
moving.
gonna cast a spell magic.
Okay. On
Wayde.
Wayde. Okay. All right. What level?
Don't you love that question?
I only have that's a terrifying question. I only have level 3 spells, so
Yeah, that would explain. That would answer the question. Okay. All right. Wayde, you come to your senses.
He turns around and grabs Sedra by the back of the pony scruff and yells, "Get out of there! There's something there!" and starts pulling her away.
she does not have to be told twice. She'll just get the fuck away.
Sedra. And then Cesaré is gonna throw I don't know what to call I'm gonna call them gang signs up at Sedra, her sister.
Yeah. I think at this point, by the way, would we realize that Astaroth's controlled by Valgrim?
There's no outward sign that he is.
Yeah, because this command is telepathic.
Sorry, I was checking a message. What was the question?
Very much out loud, Sedra says no.
But
Okay.
Sedra, if you guys really need to get on the other side of the lake, I think you can maybe jump across those mushrooms over there, or whatever those things are. And why risk multiple people jumping when I can at least have 2 people ride on the back?
You didn't need to touch the water for it to happen. It just got you when you got close. Be careful. Wayde says this as
running.
he's still dragging Sedra away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying now. I'm gonna. Cesaré is gonna take a few steps back and stand behind
Terwant.
Terwant. Yeah.
Okay, Terwant has his shield out and half plate, so he's pretty solid looking.
Okay. All right.
Brave just
And
staring at you all, and then throws a ration in the water.
you throw a ration in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone make me a perception check. As you throw the ration in the water. Everyone got higher. Your perception checks, guys, are insane.
Hey.
That's because I didn't
Just-
say mine out loud yet. I got a 6.
Oh, okay. So the two half sisters are blind, but otherwise, everyone sees.
Perception.
Yeah, perception. And Astaroth is blind too.
Ain't paying attention.
Yeah.
And my -2 was getting to me every time.
Yeah.
So as Kriv throws a ration in the water, you see something snatch it. A form under the water that, just for a moment, kind of looks like tentacles.
Not. Wait, no, I don't know this, but like Olivia
Oh,
is saying,
well-
"Oh, geez, not again." But like Olivia, but Sedra does not know this. So.
I didn't have anything to do with it. I swear.
Sure.
Instant inside track.
Even like after after you're dead, something's still fucking with us. Jeez.
Okay. I have something I want to do now. I'm gonna throw another ration, wait for it to get snatched up, and throw a javelin at whatever snatches it up.
Okay. All right. So you throw the ration,
Yep.
and you see something trying to snatch it again. Give me an attack roll with well, you're trying to throw something. It's a javelin, so it can attack underwater, I think. So yeah, just a straight javelin attack.
Piercing works underwater. Slashing doesn't.
Yeah. That's a hit.
And what?
Roll damage.
And also, this thing too. So I don't forget and get the habit of doing that. It's slowed by 10 feet.
Okay. All right. Give me a moment.
No idea for how long though. Goes to my next turn. Oh yeah. Talk about music. Our favorite.
You see more tentacles appear from the depth of the water. And soon enough, you see a form appear under the water.
Why do I feel like we're at the Mines of Moria?
It is extremely large, huge even. And something gets out of the water with tentacles flying everywhere.
Uh-oh.
In all of your minds, at the same time, you hear, "You will be mine. You've robbed me of my little pet. And now you will all pay." And I will need everyone to roll initiative as soon as you are in the tracker.
By the way,
I
do I
love
still
my
have?
+0 modifier. Everybody fucks with my +0 modifier.
Do I still have exhaustion?
I don't
Roll
think
the
so. No.
one.
Yeah, we took a whole rest, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's still on there, so I'm making sure if it a long rest removed exhaustion points or not.
It
okay.
it doesn't. Let me check your character sheet. Exhaustion,
just took it
exhaustion,
off.
exhaustion. Okay, all right, perfect.
That was from exhaustion was from running after Lottie so hard.
Oh, right. Yeah, it would be gone. I need your initiative, Kriv.
I'm rolling it. I'm going to use my magic item
Advantage?
and oh my god, a 1 and a 2.
Oh wow, that was with advantage.
Kidding me? Yes.
Yikes.
My goodness.
Nate and Nate and Lewis did better than me.
Can I do my long rest now? Because I don't think it was done when you guys long rested. Because I don't have all
Yes,
my hit
please.
die.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank
I did
you.
not do it for you. Sorry.
It's okay.
Asteros
Thank you.
initiative needs to be changed.
Thank you for reminding me. Asteroth is going to be a. Wow.
I rolled a
22.
natural 20 for my initiative.
Oh no. Oh
I'll
no.
take that.
You wanna switch her, Valgrim?
Nope. So how
There you
far
go.
is it from me right now?
So, each square is 15 feet. Gonna do some math.
Oh, he's very
So
far
you do-
away then.
You do
Mhm.
times 3. So, but it would be closer because you threw the javelin. But it's only one of the tentacles that got hit. So it
Yeah.
would actually be around here. At the max depth.
45.
So
And
45 from the shore right now. And then you add your
15.
distance. And it's your turn, Valgrim.
So I can hit it with a firebolt from here.
You sure can.
And hit my sense of fireball.
It is a 14 hit.
14 does not hit.
Tragic. Well, I'm gonna step back a little bit more,
A little bit more.
and I'm gonna tell Astaroth to step back and take the dodge action. He's gonna stand next to those two.
Okay. Wade.
Okay, so distance-wise, it's 15 feet from the shore, and then from the shore, it's
45 feet from the shore right now.
45 feet from the shore plus 15. Okay, yeah, he's within 60 feet then, so he's within throwing range. So Wade is going to use his innate spellcasting to Hunter's Mark the thing. And he is going to throw Aurora's Edge at him. Let me make sure I'm targeting him. Yes, I am.
.24 is a hit.
The axe arcs out and strikes the thing. It is 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. 13 damage total. The axe returns to his hand, and he's going to throw it again.
You said 13 or 15?
13.
13, okay.
Don't forget your Vex.
Oh, yes, and he's going to Vex to give himself advantage on this next attack.
Perfect.
21.
21 is another hit.
And
Does Vex go off from every hit?
it does, yes. With Mastery.
Vex is amazing.
Yes, 11.
11 points of damage.
Shit. I just realized that earlier, Cesaré would not have made that save because for some reason my +1 is not being applied from that magic item that I have. But that's... I just remember that.
Is this like, can he use this rock as cover?
Yeah, that rock is 10 feet tall. All of those rocks are 10 feet tall. So you can absolutely use it for either a half cover or full cover, depending on where you situate yourself.
Very far with me though. Remember the distances are 3 times.
I thought it was just 3 times in the water.
Only in the water.
Oh, in the water? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Wayde gets behind the rock for cover and just shouts to everyone, "This thing's really big. I'd get out of here if I were you."
Okay. Legendary action.
Oh boy.
Going to trigger a wisdom saving throw for well, it was going to do it for Wayde, but you're not visible right now. So Sedra, wisdom saving throw, please. You're the closest.
Let's see.
That's not you, babe.
Huh? Oh,
Okay, wait. 13. 17.
17. Okay. You're good.
Yeah.
It is the aboleth's turn.
I was wondering if that was what it was.
I have a quick question before his turn goes off. What was it that he yelled at us again?
We took away his servant, and I'm pretty sure that was you.
It yelled. It didn't yell. It talked to you in your mind, and it said, "You took away my pet, and now you will pay for this. I will," and it's going to say something else. No. "I will crush you like a crushed heather." Okay, Sedra, you passed your wisdom save. Okay, all right. 40 feet of swim speed, meaning I can get to 15, 30. Move here. I have 15-foot range. Can I reach? No, I can't. Okay. So it's going to wisdom saving throw on Terwant.
All right. So that would be normal. There we go. 22.
22. Okay. Right now it can't reach you. That was its action. Okay. Cesaré.
Cesaré. Alrighty. I have so many tabs open. So, this is gonna be interesting. So, anyways, I need to stop saying that I'm not Lottie anymore. I'm not doing so anyways. Eldritch Blast. First things first. This. The bonus action innate sorcery, which should give me an advantage on attack rolls for the next minute.
Nice.
And then what do I wanna do? We're gonna go simple. We're gonna do sorceress.
There you go.
That's 20!
Holy shit.
Fuck yeah.
All right. I rolled a kick damage and then critical damage.
None of them were a D8. That's sad. If it's a D8, I get to add an extra D8 to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ooh, what type of damage do I want to pick?
The wet, the wet, the wet.
Gonna be a good one for water-based creatures.
I think so, because I'm pretty sure, if anything, I'm guessing it would have resistance to psychic or cold, because it's in the water. We'll go with lightning.
Okay, lightning damage.
And I'm going to continue to hide behind this man.
The lightning kind of arcs in the water as you hit it, and you see two more shape form in the water, right next to Diabolet.
Oh, mother.
You okay, Valgrim?
Yep.
That's
Good.
disrespectful.
They were hiding under the water, and now they are visible. Cesaré, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. By the way, we will not be able to finish that combat tonight. We're gonna go for as long as we can, but we will have to cut it short. Terwant, it's your turn.
All right, let's see. Nobody's hurt.
2 Murrows have entered the fray.
Okay, I guess.
They have harpoons.
I will cast Spiritual Weapon as a summon at level 3. Consume spell slot. Yeah. And I guess I can put it like here. I think maybe.
Does it let you place the template down?
Yeah, the template's purple there.
Oh yes, it's working. All
Yeah,
right.
there it is. And I'm not sure if during that same turn I can actually.
So yes, with the same bonus action, you can make it attack.
It says on
You
your
can-
later turns.
You can immediately make 1 melee spell attack against one creature within 5 feet of the force.
Okay, so am I within 5 feet of the force, or?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Okay, so I will make a melee attack, and that should be. I'm not sure how to do this. Wait, I think I click it again. Attack, spiritual weapon, 3rd level, spiritual. You cannot. Okay, yeah. That's
No,
fine.
give me a moment. I'll see if you have something that popped up in your character sheet. If we had MIDI QL and all that good stuff, it would, but right now it does not. So
I
just
think
roll
it
a d20.
might. Yeah, I think it might.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Worked.
Yeah.
Range spell attack, but that works.
Yep.
As long as it's your spell attack,
Yes.
which is +8.
+8 to +5 +3. I don't know where the last 2 +1s are coming from, but
It would be +8. So
the
it's still a
25 to
hit.
hit. Yeah. And then, do I have a link? It should be 2d8 +5 for damage. $17 damage. Force damage.
Damn. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, that's yeah, action, bonus action, no movement. So, yeah, turn.
Okay. Legendary action, last one. Kriv, Wisdom saving throw.
Is it to be charmed?
Yes.
So I have advantage.
How did you guess?
22.
You guys don't want to be failing those.
A lot of wisdom is
Oh.
mostly charmed, so just wisdom saving throw. I'm like, is it to be charmed?
All right. Sedra.
All right, she's gonna move over here, and she is going to cast
In front of the tank.
for a moment, for like just a moment. She knows what she is. She's aware.
It's good because Kaelin is not.
I've definitely had wizards who do not understand what they are. This is meant to hit.
Blade singers. Night Singers.
Rhymes lighting ice. I don't know that one. Cold energy. Okay. 30-foot cone. Nice. Constitution saving throw. Can you hit all of them?
I think I should be able to.
Try and place the.
Because-
I'll place the measure template again. It's shift wheel to move it. I'm not able to hit both of them. So do you want the left one or the right one?
I'll do the right ones.
So I think you're casting in private because we cannot see it.
Yeah. I can see you throwing a whole
because
bunch
I
of
was rolling
ice.
death saving throws last time I was. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I mean,
Constitution saving throw.
what?
Diabolet first.
It's a 17, not a 16.
14.
Nope.
And the marrow. Seven. Roll the damage, please.
And I believe both of them have their speeds reduced to 0. 17 damage.
Okay. All right. Speed
And
reduced to
she-
0?
Yep.
That's not fair.
Yeah. No, it is not.
I think it's great.
She's
Yeah.
gonna move back near her sister.
Fucking Abelet don't have range attacks.
We have 4 melee people who want to be in range.
Mhm.
I think that was 7. She moved from like here to here. Yeah, she's good. And for some reason, I'm back in. I need to switch controls because every once in a while I start getting a bunch of status effects, and they're not Cedra's status effects.
Okay. Is that
What's
your turn for now?
Oh, here she is. I think so. I don't think she's got any bonus actions she wants to use.
Perfect. Okay. Maeve.
What's going on? I have no clue. What is this? What's happening?
This is called consequences.
I don't even know what we did wrong. Like, I wasn't even here.
For other people's actions, not ours.
Clearly.
Oh wait, I know the answer to this. Never mind.
I don't.
Wait. do
Okay.
I might know the answer to this.
I guess I'm staying the fuck away and attacking it since everybody else is, I guess.
That would look like it, yeah.
So I'm gonna use steady aim since I'm not moving from here. I'm gonna stay all the way back.
Steady aim, advantage, sneak attack.
Is that a bonus
Whoa.
action for steady aim, or?
Yep.
Mm.
I have to
Pretty good.
find it.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's not a ranger. I was thinking hunter's. mark.
No.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Okie dokie.
She's a rogue fighter.
Yeah,
This-
I mean, steady aim comes down to
This
probably
freaking
better.
guy
Yeah.
had it- Well, I have lower initiative.
Ooh. 16?
Did you roll with advantage?
You did
'Cause
not.
you're
No,
gonna
I
need
did
it.
not.
You're gonna need that advantage. So just roll again. We're gonna take the first one,
17.
which is a natural 1.
Mm.
Because you rolled once.
Yeah.
Rolled a 5, and then the second one, the first roll was a 1.
Okay.
So, no, that's a miss, unfortunately.
Alright.
Which
Well,
is very rare for Maeve.
it is. It's probably because I don't know what's going on and I'm very confused.
And that's your turn, because that's your movement.
Yeah, I'm
Didn't-
not
didn't you
going
get-
anywhere.
Didn't you get a long rest, Maeve?
I took my long rest.
Lewis is gonna say, "Hey, boss, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all," and he's gonna hide in your armor. And you know what? Nate is gonna do the same thing. I don't like this at all. The Marrows are going to attack now. They're not very smart people, are they? No, they're not. So They will enter melee. They have.
He is taking the dodge action currently.
They
Okay,
don't
perfect.
Have legs.
They know what?
They don't have legs.
They have a walk speed.
They
It's
like
not a very
slither.
fast
They,
one.
They
like,
slither
do
like a
little,
snake.
Yeah.
I'm a
But
snake.
like not even that well. It's like more like a long seal.
First attack, bite. Natural 1, and that would have been with a disadvantage too. Second attack, harpoon, disadvantage. 12 to hit, which is another miss. And god damn it. Alright. Second Murrow. Will approach Kriv.
It currently cannot move.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
You got a walk speed of 0.
Thank you. Okay. Alright. Harpoon on Kriv. Twice. I think it can only do it once.
Probably hit.
12 to hit.
Nope. Miss.
God damn it. You guys are gonna kill them before I deal any damage. Kriv, it's your turn.
As it should be.
Okay, are they on the shoreline? I don't have to walk in the water to get to them. Any of them?
So the Aboleth is reachable by land. The Marrow is not.
Yeah, I don't want to go in this water because they've already warned me about the water. So I will go towards it then. Okay, and hitting with the ball. Reckless. $28.
28 hits.
And I get to do this too, because I don't want to forget. Topple.
I don't think you can topple something that's 2 sizes up.
It doesn't say you can't.
You can force a creature to make a constitution. Really?
I'm hitting it very, very hard.
That's like every other feature says you can't, but this one doesn't.
That's what
what I was
mastery is.
You can't topple the Tarask.
I was gonna use this on that. I was gonna use this on the dragon earlier, but just hit it.
That would be so broken.
It would have fallen.
Into the little toe.
I would just want to double check real quick, but I think you're right. But it sounds weird. You can force a creature to make a constitution. On the failed save, the creature has a prone condition. And the prone condition does not say that it's restricted. The fuck? You can topple an Aboleth? Okay, well, let's hope that it fucking saves this.
Well, I say it
20.
saved.
Excuse me, pardon me. Wait, do I want to do this?
Do you want to do this?
Fucking eight
What's
wizards.
happening?
Says the man who plays a wizard.
Oh, caffeine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs? Okay, alright.
Didn't I was gonna.
Yeah.
So, Constitution
Just
saving throw
like-
again.
Like, is it even work? Yeah. Yeah. that's
26.
critical is
Natural
better.
20.
what I was worried was gonna happen.
Natural 20.
All right. Well,
But you do
Oh.
get to give advantage to someone.
She's. Shit. Do I care about any of these people enough to do it to anyone other than my sister?
And Kriv, the damage was 16, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She will give it to Kriv.
Will that count towards my next attack, or because I already have an advantage on my next attack? It don't stack, does it?
Oh,
Or
if you already have advantage.
Yeah, because I already used reckless. So
Ah,
I have
okay.
advantage on attack
She'll
rolls
give
already.
it to the guy who's so nobly protecting her sister, because that is about as sister protecting adjacent as she can get comfortably. So Terwant,
It's
you
it's
have
the
advantage.
next. Yeah, it's automatically the next check that you made.
Yeah.
The attack roll ability check with saving throw.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Second attack. Advantage. 19.
19 hits.
Topple. Because it's whenever I hit a creature. And then damage.
21.
Okay, he saves. I'm going to reroll that. Let's have an attacker.
So it was not 12.
And it's 13, so it's one move.
Okay.
Do I want to do a rage? Yeah, I guess I'll do a rage now. See what I get. A 3, so we know what that one is. Y'all get to
flump?
see it. Another flump. I'm gonna put it right next between these two. Hit them both with it. If there's
And they
enough room.
explode right away, right?
Yep. I wave at him, say his name is the Chronic, and it explodes. Basically, it comes from me.
How much
It
damage
goes
is
over
it?
there. I don't.
I'm checking. Wild Barbarian. Wild Surge, number 3. Dexterity saving throw, take 1d6 force damage. Dexterity saving throw. 16.
Probably should code that in, but.
What's the
Oh,
DC?
max damage. DC would be 15.
Okay, so Diablo does not take it. Demero takes it. Minus 6 damage.
That's 6 force damage.
Okay, perfect. And now you get to make flumps explode every turn.
Yep.
Such a fun feature.
Since it is
Okay.
10 o'clock, I'm actually going to need to call it now.
Yeah, and it's the start of the round as well, round 2. And I was about to do a lair action, so we're going to resume with a lair action next session.
But his layer's in the water, not the ground.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I have no choice, guys. You're going to kill it. All right. So, yeah, we're going to call it here. It's midnight here. Thank you, guys, so much for the session. It was weird and fun. And I'm very happy that we met 2 new characters.
2 very funny new characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cesaré and Sedra. Definitely going to change the dynamic of the group, I think.
I
Okay.
like
Yeah,
I'll
sorry,
see you guys
Valgrim, I was
later.
like-
See you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
You know, I was trying
Bye.
to. I was trying to do a